What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, the one and only Almighty Anon, joined today by the vicious Ventus. Say what's up, Ventus.
What's up? Stepping out of the shadows and drinking too.
You sounded like you had more to that sentence. Also joined by the rarely seen nowadays, the one and only, the Zealot Zeno. Say what up, Zeno.
What's up, YouTube?
And today we're going to be doing the first episode, as you can tell by the fucking title. Hopefully you're not slow enough that you missed the title and you just got excited because you saw it posted and clicked on it. Nobody does that. So there's one. There's one person who does that. This is the beginning of a new podcast series. Don't worry, What FM is still a thing. It's just that one is very focused on a certain group of subjects. This one is a lot more loose form. Just dumb drunk nerds. We're going to be drinking. Right now I've got a Smirnoff Ice Blue Raz. Zeno, what are you drinking on?
The same fucking thing.
See, I'm different, so I got the Mike's Hard Black Cherry. Yeah, that's right, the Hard Black Cherry.
You gotta emphasize it because you're black or what?
Yes, that's exactly why.
Oh, AVG not now. Alright, just shut up. Thank you. Okay. Oh, fuck. Well, what have you guys been playing recently? I know the answer, but they don't know the answer.
Well, we know. Zeno, why don't you get started?
Some MK1.
Some MK? This man won't get off the game.
Like, I was playing it till like 7 o'clock this morning.
I'm just like, damn, bro, he's playing it more than me. Like, damn, I can't even get time to get on the game. I pass up. But when I am playing, I'm either playing MK. I'm trying to play Remnant. I still enjoy that game. I'm trying to continue playing 16. And this game came out actually just recently, and I think it's gonna be ass, but so far it's been kind of fun. It's My Hero, like Battle Royale.
Like, is it a My Hero Academia game?
Yeah, it's like no, it's the My Hero not Academia game.
Hey, I don't appreciate all this attitude in my household, right? I don't understand.
I mean, how many My Hero stuff are you hearing these days? Like, if
it's an anime game, I would not be surprised if it was a ripoff.
Yeah, it's
because technically the trademarked title is My Hero Academia. So you can't tell me someone wouldn't piggyback off that shit.
Fair enough.
Fair enough indeed.
I will slap you with this something. I'll take something to hit you with it. But look, yeah, it's like My Hero Academia, like Battle Rumble or something, or Hero Rumble. It's just a battle royale, heroes, villains, stuff like that. I thought it was going to be ass, but so far it's been kind of funny. But it's just because of how the controls are in the game, it's just kind of janky. It's just been funny to play. I don't know if I like it. I will play it, but I don't think I'll spend money on it.
So my question is, like, is it Battle Royale in the sense that you drop in, like Fortnite, where you drop in and you pick up characters' abilities, or do you drop in as a character?
So you drop in as a character. You'll basically
they're locked in.
And they're locked in. And then they have like their set abilities, but the stuff that you pick up strengthens your ability. So like abilities start at level 1, but then you can get it up to like level 9 or 10.
Oh, like Breakers did.
Yeah, like Breakers, like that, yeah. And then there's like a special ability, so like the triangles are special, certain characters. Like, if you're Midori, you can pick up people. Like, if your teammate's down, you can actually pick them up and move them. But then if you're not him and you're just, I don't know, someone else, you can't pick up your teammate, but you do something else unique. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting.
I will say, I'm glad that you mentioned that. That is a mechanic that has been sorely
underutilized. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, think about it. All right, did you play much Zombies growing up?
Yeah.
Call of Duty Zombies?
Yeah.
Trev, I know you and I have talked about it a few times, COD Zombies.
Yeah, I heard MW3's COD Zombies gonna be pretty cool.
Oh, and we'll get to that. I have that on my list of, like, just in case subjects.
Hell yeah.
But, like, tell me it wouldn't be fucking awesome if you're playing, like, Transit, all right? And you're at the farm, one of the shittiest stops on the bus stop for Transit, and your buddy goes down right outside the bus. Tell me it wouldn't be goated as fuck. Whole train of zombies coming at you. You just pick him up over your shoulders, hop on the bus, drop him, then rinse.
I don't know why we don't do that. It's like, just move them.
That's what I'm saying.
Just move
like, they can crawl.
That was in
and
2012, though. That was in 2013.
I know, but I mean, it's a simple mechanic. There's this game called, like, what is it? It's like Operation Firestorm or something. It runs like shit. It's made for console, and it runs like shit on console. And the reason I know this is because I played it back when PS Now was still a thing. God. And it was a, like, PlayStation 3 game.
Jesus.
Frame rapey as hell. And it had carrying your allies mechanics. SOCOM 3 for the PS2. You can pick up your allies when they're down. You can pick up enemies. If a game has a pick up enemies mechanic, there's no reason you shouldn't pick up allies.
Yeah.
You excited for Modern Warfare 3? I don't hear you talk about shooters ever.
When's the release date for it?
November something, same as every year.
Oh.
Oh, really?
I'll probably play it, but that's the same month that the Naruto game comes out, so I'm gonna be gone. When Connections drops, I'm gone. Like I'm gonna be making content, dropping it like all the time.
Understandable.
But I will be down to play it because I did like MW, the Modern Warfare series at least, so I'd be down.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it on launch.
Probably not on launch.
I'm not as big into Call of Duty as I used to be, but the one thing I am excited for, you mentioned it, Trev, is they're bringing back zombies. But they're not just bringing back zombies. They're not imitating Treyarch zombies.
Nope. I don't know if I like it.
I kind of like it depending on how they do
you played Vanguard?
No.
You played Vanguard Zombies?
No.
Okay, that's exactly what they're going to do, though. It's like a fucking... So they had... In Vanguard Zombies, they had where... Okay, you spawn this map, right? There's a little zombie just walking around. You can go around and knife them. No rounds. You go into a portal. The portal has a map. You complete an objective in that portal. You come out the portal, and you go in different portals.
That is not what
This one is kind of like DMZ. It's kind of like... It's DMZ with zombies. If you play DMZ, it's like Battle Royale, PvE, and PvP. You know, like there's...
They said this is fully co-op with multiple squads. Up to 16.
I don't know if they're gonna have where it's PvP though too, because DMZ has like you go in with a squad. There's zombies, which is gonna be like their AI, their PvE type shit, and there might be other PvP squads. So I think that'd be really cool if they had it, because it would kind of be like DayZ a little bit.
Yeah.
That'd be like their own DayZ mode. Like you go in with some loot. If you die, you lose the loot. I feel like that'd be
PC mode,
fun.
I could see them using that to almost be like a spiritual successor to DayZ.
Yeah, and I feel like it'd get way more because better graphics, better gameplay.
Right. But DayZ also has their like looting mechanics, their driving and everything. Like they've refined a lot of stuff over the years.
Yeah.
But the video I saw, it was saying that this is going to be essentially, it's a big ass Warzone map, like a full scale Warzone map, no loading screens, nothing, and you can drop in with anywhere of a squad up to 4.
Okay.
Or on different parts of the map, 4 squads of 4 can spawn in.
Really?
And it, not necessarily a round system, just like you said, not a round system, but it will increase in intensity and you can go around, you can complete missions. My one thing that I'm worried about, did we all play Ghosts?
Yeah, I play Ghosts.
Okay. I loved Extinction.
Okay.
I'll put my hands down on it. A lot of people hated it. I fucking loved Extinction, but I had one big gripe with it. You could not do endless survival.
Oof.
Because back then, and even now I'm not the best, but back then I was not great at zombies. I could not survive very long on my own. But me and my buddies, all 4 of us together, we could just fucking go until like round 20-something, round 30-something. You couldn't do that in Extinction. It didn't matter if you took 4 people who were absolutely ass at the game. You could beat Extinction every time. That's how Extinction was. That's what I'm worried about with this, is they mentioned missions and everything. I think what it should be is endless survival, and these missions can grant you big-ass loot drops like you're playing fucking Borderlands. Where, you know, you finish the mission and it'll just do this goofy little animation of, like, raining down loot, and it'll be guns, and it'll be armor, and it'll be perks and shit like that. That's what I think it should be.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't touched, so, like, you were saying I don't talk about shooters that much. As much as I give it hate, the only shooter I consistently show up to play is Destiny. But the thing is like, I don't love Destiny anymore. I actually despise getting on that game most of the time. But every now and then I play it. But like the only other shooter that I was, I guess, interested in right now is probably I guess Remnant, if you kind of want to count. It's like guns, but Dark Souls. That's it. I like shooters, of course. I like all types of genres of games. Of course, I'm more of a favorite for fighting games. But like, or fighting games or like RPGs, like Final Fantasy, something like that. It depends. But for shooting games, I love them. It's just there hasn't been a lot that grabs me. Like it's rare that a shooting game grabs me. So Call of Duty, like. Last one I bought was World War II. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's back to boots on the ground. We're gonna play the hell out of this." It was ass.
It was so.
It was ass.
You guys don't like that game?
No,
I actually liked the zombies concept in it. Like
there was zombies in it.
My buddy.
I didn't even stick around long enough.
My buddies and I had a lot of arguments over that. I liked the zombies in World War II.
Wow.
It could have used some polishing.
That's like the first COD that they had loot boxes for, though, because like you know how like you had like this base or the HQ they called it, and your supply drops would drop and you would get random fucking supply gear. Yeah, that fucking sucked. But I actually liked the gameplay.
I played it.
The gameplay was my issue. I liked everything else about it. I did not like how the game played.
I played it for a bit. Like I played it for about a month, and then after that, like nobody touched the game anymore. And I'm not saying like I need other people to play the game, but I'm like. Well, if I don't want to play it, and if nobody else is like, "Hey, let's go play it," it's just going to fall off, and I'm not even going to think about it. Which
that's fair.
You know,
am I the only one that games like? Because I loop like Destiny and Borderlands together in my head with how they are, in terms of core mechanics. I don't know why I don't think of them as shooters. Because when I said that I don't really think... I don't ever hear you talk about shooters, Destiny didn't even come to mind.
Damn.
I'm going to be honest. For some reason, it came to my head as like a bullet hell RPG type situation. But I think that's just because of the fact that the last time I played Destiny was when all we were doing was raids.
Yeah, raids.
And that pretty much is a bullet hell in of its own.
Yeah. I don't think... Like, I know they got that new DLC dropping, like, the Final Shape or something. And I'm just sitting there like... Yeah.
I forgot they were servicing the game still.
Yeah. No, yeah, they're not stopping with that. And, like, they're bringing Cade back for it. So I was like, oh, yeah. He's, like... He's inside the Traveler or something. I don't know. I fell off the story a long time ago, which sucks. Because, like, I think the Destiny story is really good.
Destiny 1 story was
The Destiny 1 story is really good.
Short. Super short.
Destiny 2 has so many storylines that just, like, haven't been resolved yet that I just eventually fell off. Because I felt like I was being spread trying to keep track of too many stories. It's like DC and Marvel comics. It's like, I'm serious. It's like,
keep up.
You can't keep up. It's like, oh, I'm reading Wonder Woman, and the next thing I know, I have to read Green Arrow issue 32 to get the rest of Wonder Woman's story. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, why can't it just be... That's honestly what I think manga does better than, like, American comics. Because it's like you pick up volume 1 of, like, Naruto or Bleach or whatever.
You just go to the next number.
You just go to the next number.
And then the next number.
And that's it, until it ends. You don't have to, like, yes, One Piece is very long. But if you pick up volume 1 of One Piece to whatever it is now, you're still getting the story from beginning, middle to end. That's it.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think one thing that anime hasn't done very well, that American comics has done, is crossovers.
I'll give you that.
Anime and manga, I don't know. To me, they don't take their crossovers seriously, ever. I've never heard of a really, really good crossover thing. Like fucking Dragon Ball and Naruto. The two, in my opinion, probably most compared anime and manga.
Oh, yeah, of course.
To exist. Could have a really fucking cool crossover brief storyline of just, I don't know, fucking Naruto's nine-tailed chakra cloak Bijou Bomb fucking rips a hole in space-time simultaneously that Goku does a multi-universal spirit bomb at the Tournament of Power, and all of a sudden they both get sucked into this middle plane where fucking what's her name, Kaguya and the Supreme Kai of Time are at war with each other now for
That'd be something
control over
just
the Dominion.
something. Like, y'all could do it. Oh.
And I mean, granted, a lot of people, they don't like some crossover things because of the retcons and the adjustments. Like Marvel and DC, there's some good ones and some bad ones, but people will always find something to bitch about.
Always.
There's no reason this person can hit that person and da-da-da.
Oh, they would lose it if they're like, Goku should not be fighting Naruto. And here's the thing, I'm not one of those people that's like, gets upset that it's like, oh, Naruto can be Goku. I know for a fact, like, even Naruto's even strongest form to date. Doesn't do shit to Goku. But like, I don't care. Yeah, like I don't care about that. Like, you know, I like this character more than you know. Power is cool, but it's just like the icing on the cake. You know, it's not the main thing. Like Gohan, when back when he was a teenager, I'm sure maybe people might argue like superhero, like beast form and everything like that. But I would say people when you think
up in the air.
Yeah. But I was saying people when you think of Gohan, his best moment was Super Saiyan 2. And yes, Super Saiyan 2 isn't shit these days. But that's still like his defining moment. It's all about the character, you know? But
now for me, there's 3 Gohan scenes that are arguable. It's Super Saiyan 2 versus Cell. It's Mystic Gohan and Super Boo.
Okay.
I'm not here to fight you. I'm here to kill you. And not even the Beast Gohan transformation, but the Beast Gohan special beam cannon.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 top Gohan moments.
I'll give you that. I'm trying to get Zeno here, or I'm going to call you Trev, I don't care. I'm trying to get Trev here to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, it's too late now because he's going to be leaving soon, so it might be a minute before we get him in another episode. Probably going to be a very good minute before we get him back. But I was trying to get him to watch that. I don't know if you watched it yet, but it's really good.
I watched some, like, power system explanations. Because there's some anime, like, if I was my current age and I had never seen Naruto, it's one of those animes that, because of what I know about it, I wouldn't be able to start watching it until I understand how it works.
That's fine. They do have an interesting mechanic in Jujutsu, though, where it's like, and I hope I'm remembering this right, where, like, you know how we always have that kind of side comment, but we don't complain about too much, where it's like, why is the villain explaining their ability to the character so they can get an understanding of it? But in Jujutsu, they do that with how the curses are designed is if they explain it, it gets stronger if the opponent knows how it works. So I'm like, it's kind of video gamey, but
Yeah.
it makes sense. You know, it's like, okay, now there's a valid reason for why they're telling you why this is how my ability works. Instead of just, why would you tell them that? You know, like, but...
It's a little meta, but it works.
But it works.
It gets the job done. Care to weigh in at any point, Zeno?
I don't know much about what you guys are talking about.
There are so many times we've redirected the conversation to you.
He's just looking
I don't
at us,
know
bro.
much. Like I want to watch it.
It doesn't have to be about anime.
I want to watch it, but it's like I don't know.
Do you know anything about it currently?
No. No.
So quick.
Oh, whatever the dude was that to do with the mask or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the one guy I know. I think he's badass as fuck, but I can't see myself watching it because in my free time when I get free time, it's either I'm sleeping, I go to work, and I'm off, and then I don't really want to watch anything because I want to play
the game. Yeah.
So it's like all my time at home is directed to the game.
I struggle with that though. Time is a bitch. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I struggle with that because I get off work, right? And yes, you can argue there's time before you get off work, but like, look, I'm usually a night owl, so like I don't go to bed until like maybe 3. But lately I've been passing like 1, almost 2. But I get up at like almost noon, like 11 or noon, right? And then it's like I only have so much time before I have to go into work at 3. But what I would like to do is like, hey, when I'm off, I want to either like draw, write, edit videos or something. But no, I don't want to do that because that's, even though it's something I enjoy, it's also kind of work at the same time. Like it's work that I enjoy, but it's like, damn, that takes a lot of effort. I could just turn on the PlayStation and start playing the game and relax. And then I turn on the game and try to play the game, and then I pass out. I'm like, damn, how am I supposed to watch a show? Like, there's so many Star Wars shows, Ahsoka, I don't know if you watched it.
I haven't even started it yet.
Haven't even started
I've been excited for this show since last spring.
Yeah, I've
Have
seen the
not even tried.
TikToks on it.
He should be Zeno should be the only one watching Ahsoka, at least out of the 3 of us. Because he's like a huge Ahsoka fan. And he
Hold on. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, alright?
Yeah, but okay, there's a huge Star Wars fan and then there's an Ahsoka fan. You know, there's like, there's levels to this.
I'll respect that.
Okay.
I'm not an Ahsoka fan for like her though. I mean, for her, I just would want to fuck.
I was waiting to see how you're, because it's
I'm like, how's
you're
he gonna
trying
word
to go
this?
away.
He's
from
like, I don't
something
want to say this the wrong way, but I mean, you know.
Try to spam.
It's Ahsoka, bro.
You up?
Like you got like 2 handlebars in the back.
You're
you know
stupid.
what I'm saying? Like, it's like riding a bike, man.
Oh my god.
Once you learn, you never forget.
Nah,
What do you mean once you learn? Do you have experience fucking aliens?
No, I would have experience riding a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hold the handlebars and you go where you want to go.
That's not the same thing. One
Yes, it
involves
is.
pedaling your feet, one involves pedaling that ass. It's more comparable to a
I'm
motorcycle.
just gonna use my background knowledge.
My background knowledge.
This motherfucker said, I've trained my whole life for this moment. My forefathers, give me strength! Comes in 2 minutes.
Oh my. So, I don't even know if I should be saying this because I'm never going to watch it. If I do, it's going to be like my last series I ever watched. You watched that One Piece series, right?
The live action?
Yeah. Was it good? Because I know usually live action stuff doesn't translate well.
I mean, honestly, for somebody who hasn't seen the series, it was fairly decent. And Dom, somebody who has seen the whole series,
I bet.
he actually watched all 8 episodes.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
comparably, that means something decent. I mean, on its own, it is a good standing show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, the live action, it kept you hooked enough. It had a good amount of details. Nothing felt too much like you had to chew on it to understand what was going on. Everything was well paced. So, I mean, I liked it. I honestly can't remember if I watched the last episode or if that was where I fell off. Because at some point while watching the live action show was when I did that first episode of me doing the anime. And I really shouldn't have done that first episode because that just added another series onto my list of
Yeah, you have.
struggles.
So, see, like, this is my only problem with Anon, guys. It's like.
No, wait a minute. Pause. Before you start bitching again, alright? I have not dropped any of these series.
Right.
The ones I'm doing now with the analysis series. What I'm saying is, I shouldn't have done that first episode yet because it's added onto my list of, fuck, I gotta do an episode of this, fuck, I gotta do an episode of that. So moving forward, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to move into refining down to how many I'm doing at once because everything takes a lot longer than it used to.
Yes, it does.
So I'm trying to pump out... I've got the last 2 episodes... Well, the last episode of the roster series is, like, ready to go. Like, I just have to compile it, and it's good to go. After that, before I continue on the roster series, I want to do an episode of Unordinary, to keep that going still, because I'm still doing that series. I want to do another episode of One Piece to keep that going. I've got this. Fucking, my life is gonna like die October 20th, so that's gonna be rough.
I'm trying to, and this is gonna be so random, like for what I'm doing. You know, it's like mainly been like Naruto stuff. I'm trying to, because I'm actually hyped. Maybe you'll get it. I don't know. Have you ever been like a Sonic fan like that?
Not like that, but I've enjoyed it.
You?
No, I've never.
You're a Mario guy.
Never even played it. Never even played Mario.
I like
you
both.
never played Mario?
I was one of those guys
I had a Switch and I played like one game, but it was like Super Mario. It was like the one where it's like third person. It's not the one where it's like 2D.
Oh, you're weak as hell, bro. Everyone's played Mario.
No,
except me.
I grew up playing. I grew up with me and my dad. My dad would have the keyboard and I would have the mouse. We played the first Call of Duty ever, like just Call of Duty, and then we got the DLC when it came out, the United Front, and then my mom they got divorced, and my mom was like, "No, you're gonna be a school shooter if you play these fucking games. You can't play anything T or above while you're in my house." So, and then my dad was gone for work at the time, and then I finally got my PlayStation, and then my dad moved back in for just a little bit, and then so I finally got to play my games. So I got to play COD. I grew up playing Halo though.
Okay.
Because I lied and said there's no gore in Halo because it's all blue and there's no blood or gore. So I got around that. So my first game after my first COD was Halo 2 on that original Xbox.
You know, it's funny you say that because there was a game I was trying to like. I tried to finesse in some situations when I was younger. So there was.
Like, are we going to tell them the porn story?
No, whoa, not that story. Not that story. Not that story. Not that story.
The PS Vita story?
We ain't talking about that one. That's for another day.
Whoa! Did I hear a Vita?
Or a
yeah, we gotta tell you that story afterwards because I'll be a fucked up person at that.
I feel like I've heard it. It sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, we don't want to talk. Even Lord, and you've interacted with Lord a couple of times. Even he's like, you know what? You like to say you're a hero. You're a villain for this. Like if he's saying I'm a villain, something's wrong here. But
you know what? I finally realized Lord was my favorite person to interact with out of your friend group when we played Street Fighter. Because he was the only one who didn't consistently piss me off.
No, that's all he does now.
He was the one that calmed me down every time.
He changed.
And then fucking Eric was my favorite when we played Destiny.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Oh my
No?
God.
Out of his friend group.
Yeah.
Out of only the people that we only met through Rogue.
Eric, he said you got upgraded from Zachary because he used to call Trev Zachary. He's like, what's the one I was like Trev? He goes, I'm gonna call him Zachary. I'm like, why? He goes, I don't know. It's easy to remember. And then
He should have just called me Glaive. I would have been cool with that forever.
Oh, he was upset about that.
I know.
But here's the thing: he could have said it because you were staying alive. He goes, I don't know why it's working. It's pissing me off. I'm like, look,
I wasn't the one who was dying. I did damage. I put up numbers. I didn't have the highest numbers.
He got hyped because two situations is what promoted Trev to actually get his name.
I remember one situation. I think from one of the raids.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember one of them.
In the raid, so like when he pulled up and like popped his super and just started saving the day, Eric's like,
"Oh, you can't frame it like our boy is a hero. You gotta give the context a little bit." Zito was sitting here shooting the wrong spot during the weak phases. You remember that? When we were doing Deep Stone Crypt?
Yeah.
And fucking when we got to the little swirly blue phase,
okay.
you were shooting the wrong part of him and not popping your ult.
And so
and I didn't have any damage.
Yeah.
And then
the one time, like we died, and there's a white screen that shows you like your damage numbers, everything like that. And we see Trev, and he's like barely 100k. Everyone else is like 900k, something like that. And Eric,
even me with my glaive.
Yeah, even him with his glaive, he's still up there like 600k, something like that. At least
he's
he's up
748.
Yeah, so like you hitting numbers, and then Eric loses shit. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Are you hitting him with like a paperclip? Like what's going on?" And then Trev's like, "Well, I'm shooting him." He's like, "Where are you shooting him?" He's like, "I'm shooting him here." He's like, "Shoot a sweet spot." Trev's like, "Oh, I didn't know." This man jumped up from last place to literally top 2. Like Eric, of course, is going to be number 1. This man Trev was right behind Eric, and Eric's like, "What the fuck?" And he like lost it. He was like, "No, this is making sense.
This isn't happening. No, there's no way."
Like he jumped. He just, I'm not shooting the right spot. Immediately just powered up, and I'm like, this ain't adding up. But like, and he was passing me. Like, granted, I was being support, but he was passing me. I'm like, am I playing the game wrong? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Because he started playing it I think you started last out of all three of us, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Because I started playing it before I was even like tight with you.
Yeah, because you helped me with the tutorial. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing.
Yep. And
we couldn't even play for like the first 2 hours because I was doing all the tutorial missions.
The first day that Trev and I went to play together, he was off doing his own thing. I was off doing my own thing.
I hated the game at first. I was like, this game's fucking sucks. Like, what the fuck am I playing right now? This shit's ass.
24 hours later, he was like, I love this game.
I love this game.
I'm rededicating my channel to this game.
Yeah, and then I had my first video, like, ever, and it's my best video on my channel. Like, it's usually my video doesn't crack, like, 20 views. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna, whatever. And then I get 557, and everybody in the comments is like, dude, I'm so happy you're getting this game. The game's so fun. If you need any tips, hit me up. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the community's awesome. And I'm like, okay. And then we started hanging out with fucking you.
No, fucking me.
We knew you, but
then
you actually started joining the group, like, to play the game.
Yeah.
And then we met your group, and I was like, okay, Eric's this one white guy that just tells you what to do all the time. And then I found he's black, and I'm like, what? Like, so confused.
I will admit, I kind of forgot Eric was black. I never associated his name with his skin color in any way.
It's tough. Like, it really is.
Especially the way he talks.
Now look,
Yeah.
and like, look, this is nothing against the other two guys. Like, this isn't even just like how they see, because I see too, and I am also black. When I think of a black person, I usually think of a deeper voice. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think of like a deeper voice in a certain tone. I expect to like, yeah, man, I could do that for you. Like, I just assume that. But I, of all people, shouldn't be assuming that, considering that, like, I mean, I apply for jobs, and people over the phone think I'm a white guy. Then I get there, and they're like, well, you're not what we expected. I'm like,
You show up, and they put their hands
yeah, they're just like, wait a minute. So, voices are definitely deceiving. Like, it's not a thing. You can't say you don't sound black, because it's not really a thing, but at the same time, it's all unconsciously, whether you want to believe it or not, it's unconsciously all in our head that a black person usually sounds like this. Well, not like this, but like, hey, yo, what's up?
That's because of people like Denzel, and fucking Morgan Freeman. You know what I mean? Those iconic.
Morgan Freeman don't talk black. He talks like a narrator that just happens to be black. Like that's the best way I can view it. That's the best way I can view with Morgan Freeman. But
I mean, Morgan Freeman, that's a man's man. Right
that's
there.
the man's man. If I ever wanted anyone to narrate my life, it's Morgan Freeman or Samuel Jackson.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
You think he'd do good?
Just his voice alone. He doesn't have a narrator voice, but he has like an iconic voice.
Okay.
If you take a soundbite of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and put it over
Dom Toretto.
Dom Toretto, that's a good one. Fucking Vin Diesel.
Shit's gonna be happening in your life. You're just gonna hear family. Like that's all you're gonna hear.
I just shot up an entire hospital for my family.
For family.
I really like Heath Ledger when he played Joker.
Heath Ledger was. I really wish Heath Ledger was still around, because like
That man took method acting to a new level.
I feel bad for the guy that played Dahmer too. Whatever.
Yeah, he gets a lot of hate nowadays, doesn't he? Like
Yeah.
people just keep shitting on him.
Everybody
for playing
loved him
a
at
role.
first. They're like, "Damn, he played that role so good." And then like everybody's like starting to like do their research on who Dahmer really is, and they're like, "Why the fuck do we make a documentary out this shit, man?"
I love how they do that. They get upset. Like,
this man just served a bitch a fucking heart sandwich, and what it is.
It was fucked up. I mean, the Dahmer story was fucked up, and everybody should have known that going into it.
Yeah.
Apparently, people didn't.
No, they didn't. They just think the world's so innocent. They just think it's fucking butterflies and rainbows.
oh my god. No. Freaking I kind of wanted you to play MK Thomas, but I don't think it would have worked out. You probably would have thrown in a controller.
Okay. Let
snowball.
me.
He would have threw it like it was a snowball too.
I'm gonna iterate this again for you guys because we played a good amount of Street Fighter together. Do you remember what my number one thing that I referred back to was every time I would get pissed about how Street Fighter plays?
You gonna play fighting games like that?
The fact that I've spent the last 15 years of my life playing Mortal Kombat.
You did?
Yes.
Did it pay off?
No! I love Mortal Kombat. I was just talking to Kane the other day, and I was telling him the story about how, I almost destroyed my controllers. My fucking PlayStation 5 controllers, which I'm so in love with, I almost ruined them over Street Fighter. And he goes, God, I never would have guessed with how much you play Mortal Kombat 10. I was like, I know! I know! And these guys, only a year into knowing me, are fucking, so shocked whenever I mention having played so much Mortal Kombat. It plays different. Regardless of whatever you think. I know there's base mechanics that Chance always mentions, and, there's some similarities, I'll give it that.
Right.
But you can't tell me it doesn't play different. Especially now that you guys have played Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter 6. I haven't even touched Mortal Kombat 1. I can tell you if I picked that game up, I wouldn't be great at it.
Mortal Kombat's more complicated.
It plays differently.
It's more complicated.
It plays so much differently.
Like Street Fighter, so...
And I love it.
Yeah, I would say Street Fighter is... The only difference is, like, obviously it's more freeform. Like, combos of Street Fighter, you can make up your own and it'd be okay. MK is more like...
You have to learn their combos.
Yeah, MK is like, you have to go
You could master a person and be like, damn, I'm good as fuck at this game, and then play someone else and be like, I don't know shit about this game. I fucking suck. Like, I was playing Smoke, right? And I was learning his shit.
Oh, no,
Smoke.
I'm thinking of Star Wars. No,
It's a Snoke.
I said Snoke.
Snoke. I was playing Smoke, and I was like, it was my first character. I wanted to play Kenshi, but it was way too hard. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna use my Street Fighter knowledge, try to learn Smoke. And I was like, yeah, no, it's not for me. And I was like, maybe this game's not for me. And I was playing against Lord and Chance, like, they're really good. So I'm like, I'm getting really butthurt. And, I look at my record and I want to kill myself. So then I start playing Raiden and I look up these combos and like, oh, everybody's using him. He's super easy to learn. I'm like, he's super easy to learn. So I used him. I started going crazy.
They made Raiden super easy?
Yeah, Raiden's super easy.
Raiden does like...
And he does super
He does like 50% for no reason.
Yeah.
Raiden, Sub-Zero, and then that big dude that has like the tiny chick on his back were my 3 most played characters in Mortal Kombat.
They don't have him anymore.
No, he's not. I forgot what his name was.
I mean, no, it's a timeline reset. I wouldn't expect all the characters to...
Oh, but I did find out, you know how they have character pack number 1 coming out?
Yeah.
The character pack number 2 got leaked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, character pack number 2 got leaked.
Really?
Yeah,
I heard there was a horror character.
Horror character. Yeah.
No, I might be
Guess
weird
who
for
it
this.
is. Guess who it is.
Who?
No,
Jigsaw.
Guess.
Pennywise?
No.
Oh.
No. Keep guessing.
What the?
Scream.
Scream?
Yeah. They were gonna do. Who haven't they done? Who's the dude with the mask? Michael Myers. They're gonna do Michael Myers, but
They did Michael Myers before.
I was gonna say, wasn't he in like
He was
8?
in 10.
Was he in?
Yeah, he was in 10.
He was?
Jason
No, I
was
thought it
in
was
10.
Jason.
No, was that Jason?
Jason
Yeah,
was in 10.
See, it was Jason in 10, but they said if they bring Michael Myers into Mortal Kombat 1, it would play too much like Jason, so they don't want it.
Makes sense.
So they want to do someone that's more mobile and a nice horror character.
I would play Scream. I don't know why, because I didn't watch all the movies. But I actually really...
and they said Michael Myers doesn't have any dialogue, so when you click on the character, it would have no dialogue. But for, like, Scream, he has dialogue. Like, he has the most iconic dialogue in, like, horror in general. Like, his phone calls and shit.
I like Ghostface.
They should just do Jigsaw.
Ooh.
Put him in his little tricycle and then like
he is one of the characters that he posted a picture that had a question mark with like 3 people. It was like Chucky, Jigsaw, and Scream, and Michael Myers. It was like 4 people.
I would definitely play.
And there was a question mark, and there was a check mark with all the ones they've had so far. And so a guy was talking about it. They're like, everybody's hitbox in Mortal Kombat, they're either the same size or they're big. Like right now, there's only
they're standard versus large. Okay.
they're standard and large. They're not gonna have someone with a low hitbox. They said they might have Jigsaw or Chucky as a cameo because they have cameos this year where you have like a support character, and they can't be like hit. They could be hit, I guess, but they said Jigsaw or Chucky might be like a cameo. But for like base characters that you could actually play with, it's got to be between Michael Myers and Scream.
See, but Jigsaw, you could pass him as a standard height character. I mean, he's just a normal dude. The only time he's small is when he's riding a tricycle. Which is what I was going to mention is I think it'd be cool to have a fucking, like, combo attack.
Okay.
Not a combo, but a fucking...
I'm going to go get the pizza.
Yeah. But, like, an attack where you just, like... you see him reach behind himself and he pulls out his tricycle that he rides into the fight with and just smacks you over the head with a trike.
That'd be kind of cool.
Right? Just a little fucking gag.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been super into Mortal Kombat ever, so this is my first Mortal Kombat I've actually played.
I don't want that fucking cat getting in here. I told you I applied for that Xbox All Access thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm waiting for it. I'm hoping... I mean, I got like a 510, 505 credit score. So hopefully, according to Credit Karma, I have a 100% payment history, so
really?
I should be okay.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I've been paying on my credit. Like, I've been paying, like, my car payment, my 2 credit cards, and I still don't have a FICO score yet. I still don't even have a score yet. And it's been, like, 7 months. Still don't even have a score yet. But I'm hoping when I get a score, it's pretty fucking good.
I mean, so long as you've been paying everything on time,
yeah,
I would imagine you'll probably be in the 6s, depending, because you max out your cards a lot, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Only one time. That's when I had 3 weeks off.
So then, yeah, I would imagine it'd be like high 6s, mid to high 6s, because when I first learned what my score was, god damn, that's a lot of food.
Right?
When I first got my scores, I was a 704, and I found out because I was applying to get a car. And that was after 6 months of, I kept it low balance, I made all my payments, not low balance, I did the whole like 30% thing, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then immediately after I got my car, I shit you not, I came home the day after I got the car, and I had the letter in the mail saying, hey, this is so-and-so bank. We've upped your credit limit on your only credit card to 1,000 instead of 500. I was like, oh, okay. So I checked my app, and there it was, $1,000 limit. I was like, okay. I've been sitting there at that $1,000 limit for the last 2 years.
Really?
Yep. 2 credit cards, $1,000 limit.
Damn.
I mean, I co-signed on a vehicle, and the dude was a fucking idiot and then went and got his car repoed, so now I gotta deal with that shit. We got off topic, didn't we?
Yeah. Talked about like 7 different things in the past 5 minutes.
Oh. I'm on number 2 for drinks.
I gotta drive. I'm not.
You're welcome to stay for a few hours. You ain't gotta.
I gotta pick. Well, my mom texted me saying I gotta pick up my sister from work. I come back over.
Yeah.
But that's at 9, so I'm just making sure nothing happens.
Oh, we might be done by then. We might not be. I don't know. I told Chance earlier. I was like, dude, I'm fine with this being a long video. Like, I like the podcast going on long.
Yeah.
You heard anything about Starfield yet? What do you think?
I've talked to
Chance
Brett
got
about
excited.
it.
He said,
I've talked to Brett about it. I don't have an Xbox, so I can't play it. So.
Oh, you would so.
So, I mean, Brett said it's amazing. It's a normal Bethesda game, so it's like it's gonna have its bugs, it's gonna have its glitches, it's gonna have its moments where you're like, I fucking hate this game. But if you're a Bethesda player, you play Skyrim and all the other games, like you're gonna be used to it, you know. But new players coming into it that are just like looking for like the greatest experience ever, a fully polished game, they're gonna hate the game.
oh yeah. I could see that. Like, I could see that being an issue with like the newer gamers, the younger crowd and whatnot. But that's how Kane described it to me, is what Chance was saying. It's Skyrim, but in space. Yeah. Like, you have to be ready to deal with some loading screens, and a lot of them. You gotta be ready to deal with some of the bugs and whatnot.
I'm sorry, I'm being a fat ass on stream. It's like cheese pepperoni. You want no? Oh, go ahead.
This looks banging.
Yeah, all right.
Domino's sponsor.
Sponsor.
That's hot.
Well, I would hope it's hot.
I like my deliveries cold.
I want Hershey.
I hope you do. I might be into that shit. Starfield, any thoughts?
I haven't looked into it at all.
Really?
I've only been hearing a lot of mixed things about it. The most insight I get is from Brett and Lord. Like, I hit up Lord and I'm like, "What's your play?" He's like, "I'm playing Starfield." Like, "You been enjoying it?" He's like, "Yeah, it's straight." But like, that's like Lord's like, that's like his 5-star. So like, it's either, God, I hate that I just used that. But that's like, if he hates a game, he's like, "Nah, that's ass," or he just goes to straight. There's no in between. So most of the time, if he likes a game and he goes to straight, I'm like, okay, it's got to be a good game. Lord likes it. If he just goes, "That's ass," I'm like, okay, well, it's just garbage. But he's like, "No, it's straight." I'm like, okay, well, what's straight about it? And he's just like, "It's straight." I'm like, oh, thanks, Lord, man of a lot of words. I appreciate that. But I've been hearing that it is more so like if you're used to like Skyrim, or that's your kind of game, that you'll like it. It's just in space. So I'm like, I plan to get around to it. It's just I already have a laundry list of games to get to, which is kind of funny because I don't know if anyone else is in the opinion. And somebody, whoever's watching, if you made it this far, let us know your response on this. You feel like you can never get through your laundry list of games? Like, I know we all have a backlog of games that it's like, I'm gonna get to it one day. Here's the thing: when is that day gonna come? Because like, there's always a new game coming out. There's always DLC. There's always something else we're gonna play. Like, when are we actually gonna go back and go through that backlog? Because I'm pretty sure my backlog is like at least like 180 games at this point. And I'm like, and some of them are Final Fantasy, so those are time consumers already. But I don't know.
I looked up a walkthrough because I wanted to see. I had one question that was nagging me. So I wanted to see the beginning of the game.
Okay.
without spoiling anything, I can confirm it does have that awkwardly long Bethesda intro.
Really?
Where you've got this whole scene that you have to sit through. And from what I know, you have to do it every time with every character.
Every time?
Just like Skyrim.
Oh, God.
Every time you start a new game, you have to go through this intro. And it's like, I mean, it's not a bad intro, but I can definitely see, I mean, just sitting there watching it, I was like, okay, I will 100% see how this will get boring and repetitive.
Right.
Because I'm a person who, I don't know, like when I played Skyrim, I didn't do a ton of the storylines on one character. I'm kind of weird. I never grinded out a character to be a super high level. I would make a character, sometimes I would play the main storyline, sometimes I wouldn't, and then I would go do like the Winterhold storyline. Thank you. And then do the Thieves Guild.
What's this?
But I wouldn't go much past any of that. He hasn't been paying attention for the last like 5 minutes.
He never does.
No.
I want y'all to know Xeno was always present, but not around at the same time. Like, it's just how he is.
Depends on the topic.
We're talking about a game here.
Starfield?
Yeah.
No, Minecraft.
Well, I've only heard so much about it, and I just heard it's bad. And I'm not going to buy Xbox just to play it. If I did buy Xbox, it would be for the Call of Duty on Game Pass. They have every single Call of Duty known to man on Game Pass.
Really?
Yeah, for free.
They got that Activision deal a couple months back.
And all the like, if you go back and play the old Call of Duties on PlayStation, the servers are still the old servers.
Okay.
There's not many people playing. They reworked all the Xbox servers to where their limits are updated, the server stability, there's no more hackers in the game anymore on Xbox.
Really? So I can go play Black Ops 2 and actually have a good time.
Yes. And that's what I'm like, oh my gosh, should I buy like an Xbox just to do it?
Dude, just, I mean, granted, you can't because of the situation, you going in the military and everything.
Yeah.
But like, I'm doing that Xbox All Access thing. I basically rent it until I own it.
Mm-hmm.
And you get 2 years of free Game Pass.
Really? That's what that is? Xbox All Game Pass? Like they give you an Xbox Series X?
You just haven't listened.
Well, I didn't know what Xbox All Access was. I was like, oh, damn, you're getting All Access.
I explained it.
I didn't know if you were going to start working there.
So you just don't listen to us.
Which one's the number one?
So that's the chicken buffalo. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. They're both eating fat. I'm just eating a salad.
Don't start. You ordered this fucking.
You're halfway to your fucking pizza.
And you had a piece of the fucking cheesy pepperoni bread.
So did you.
Yeah, but I'm not acting like I'm eating a fucking salad. Bitch.
And then the pepperoni, bacon, jalapenos underneath.
So yes, like I've explained before.
Sorry.
I applied. They're doing a soft credit check on me to see if I would be eligible, and if I am relatively eligible, they'll do an actual credit check where it can affect my score.
That's stupid.
It is stupid, but at the same time, I get it. And, you know, I am technically getting an Xbox Series X loaned to me. And there's two of them you can do. You can do a Series S or a Series X.
Why would you do the S though?
In case you want the cheaper one.
You fucking bitch, just save up $300 and go buy it. If you're gonna loan something, loan it.
He came in hostile.
Dude, if you're struggling, that's what they made the console for. That's what they said the console's for. Motherfuckers that are working a 9 to 5 that are not living the greatest to give them a next-gen experience. That's the whole purpose of the Xbox Series S.
He said it's the Xbox Series struggle.
It is. It's the Xbox Series. It's like they should call it the EB Xbox. It's the fucking EBT of the Xbox. And what
That's fucked up.
You get 500 gigabytes. You're gonna get like 2 games, and that's it. And you're gonna get a dumbed down looking console. That's what it is. If you want the Series X, then you could loan that one. If you're gonna loan any of them, why would you loan the cheaper one?
No, you're gonna
be paying interest.
If you're gonna be paying, you better.
You're gonna be paying like $1,000 for a $300 console when you could have just fucking.
But think about this, right? There is a situation of people who've, let's say they've had their car since high school, they don't have a loan on it, so they don't have that. They have one credit card open, they have a decent enough credit
So they're doing
score.
to build their credit.
Could be that.
That is true.
It is a
But if you want to build your credit, build it for longer and get the best console you can.
Again,
they might not get approved.
Why?
Higher amount.
If you paid off your fucking car, that's 18 fucking grand.
Right, but you might not get approved for that 18 grand. You got to think of it as a loan, not as of a console.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
but everybody gets approved for a new phone plan. Nobody gets denied a phone plan.
Right, because at that point you're in a contract.
You're still in damn near a contract with a loan.
I mean, damn near, but it's categorized different.
Well, maybe just need to change the category.
Maybe they do. Maybe they fucking do. I don't know.
We can't change the structure, okay? We need to worry about why Melina's teeth look so good, all right? That's what we need to worry about.
What good in what way?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I've always been a fan of Melina and MK. I don't know why. Like, even in the older games, she didn't do anything but just wear an outfit. And maybe that was all I needed.
You know why.
I know why.
You know why. I know why. They know
Melina
why.
looks so good, and then she takes the mask off, and I'm like, damn, would I really do it? Like, there's sometimes I question myself, like, yeah, I probably would.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I'm a degenerate, so I accept my fate.
I don't know how they did it, but they made that fucked up, gnarly-ass vampire face still hot.
I don't get it.
Them teeth, they're not teeth, they're grippers.
They're grippers. Oh my gosh. What was it? So, y'all don't fuck with Switch, right? You don't fuck with Switch.
No, I got
I
one.
like it, I just never want to spend the money on one. I don't play Nintendo games enough for that.
So I bought my Switch, and it's been mainly sitting there collecting dust. And then, like, every 5 to 6 months, I'll pick it up to play Smash with the group, and then we just don't touch it again. And we also stopped touching it once Lord sold his, because Lord was always the initiator to play Smash Bros. So once he stopped playing, we never got on it. And then there was he's like, well, he sold it because that, I'm sure you guys heard of Multiverse.
Oh,
Multiverses?
yeah, that game was goated.
It was goated. Now, I was one of the people. Granted, I didn't spend full price. I split with Axel. I got the $100 edition. Yes, it was a free game. Okay. Got the $100 edition. Got the extra stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be on this shit. I had, like, the next 3 seasons taken care of. And then before the first season started, or, like, halfway through the second season.
Closed it.
Yeah, they're like, we're closing. I was like, what? I just spent money. But here's the thing that happens, and this is so unfortunate. When the game comes back, because it's supposed to come back sometime next year, I know for a fact, because they're like, well, those that spend $100, you're going to get something special. I'm going to get a sticker for my $100 worth of my purchase. I'm going to get a fucking sticker that said, hey, you were the dumbass that spent $100 on this game.
Thanks for your money.
Thanks for your money. Yep. So I know, and I'm not going to want to wear the sticker. I don't care if it's the coolest sticker in the game. I'm not going to want to put that on because I'm like, wow, that dumbass really spent $100 and lost this game in 2 months. So
I was broke, so I sold it. But my best purchase ever, it was like 2 years ago, and it was an Oculus.
Really? I always wanted one of those.
I want one again.
I have the money for one, I just don't grab it. I'm just like, I'll
It
get
was
to
the
it.
best purchase I think I've ever made. The battery life sucks on it, so you're playing it for 30 minutes and you got to take it off. One
What
day,
did you have?
like the 450 gigabyte one,
there.
like the super expensive one.
But like which Quest? Was it
The 2.
It was a Quest 2?
Yeah.
I don't know where your issue was then.
Really?
Because I would play that bitch for like 4 hours straight. Doctors
Well, I
hated
probably
me.
got fucking viruses because a lot of fucking VR porn I was watching.
Oh my god.
Dude,
See?
all I played was that some shooter that was like, it reminded me of America's Army, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I played
like
it too.
Onward. It was called Onward.
Onward, yeah.
I played the
They
fuck out of it.
PlayStation VR has a game called Pavlov. It's basically the same fucking thing. That's why, like, if I'm gonna get a VR, I might as well get a PlayStation VR.
Okay.
My dream setup is pedals with the steering wheel and a VR, acting like I'm actually driving, and like play a great game or something.
You know what's funny? We're weird as people. You have a car, but you are willing to go through the whole setup to drive a car and simulate the experience of driving a car when you could just go outside and drive.
I can't drive a fucking Ferrari at the fuck. I can't drive a Ferrari butt ass naked on my couch. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you have to be naked though?
Because I'm comfortable naked, okay? If I could be butt-ass naked driving a Ferrari down, getting my dick sucked, with no worries of the cops pulling me over for human indecency, I could go out there, fully closed, show me your hands, show me your hands, and I'm going 2 over the speed limit, because it's a fucking school zone. But no, I'm driving a fucking Ferrari, going 290 miles an hour, and if I crash, you know what happens? I take it off, I'm butt naked. I'm having the greatest experience ever.
You got weird tendencies, okay? I'm gonna just leave you alone.
You know, at first, at the very, very beginning, I was with him when he was like, if I could have the experience of driving a Ferrari,
Yeah,
and that
he's
was
right.
when he lost me. I was going to say, like, yeah, if I could go and drive, like, 200 miles an hour in a Formula 1 car through the streets of Italy, I'd be game. If I could go drive in GTA, I'd be game.
Then
You know,
talking
something where
about
I
being
don't-
naked and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Right, man, that's where you start to lose me. I mean, I get it. To an extent, I kind of understand what you're saying.
Thank you,
It's
thank
not me, but I understand.
Right.
Like, you're at a line, but you're right. I'm like,
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
oh my god.
I miss this shit.
Yeah.
Ow, I bit my tongue.
You fucking weak ass. Alright. I'm gonna say something. Yeah, let me know how you feel about it. Alright. I don't care what anyone thinks.
Why you look at me?
I'm a side character.
What was your first video game crush? And Trev, you better not be on some weird shit and say like Mario,
I'm
bro.
trying to think.
Hold on. Oh, I gotta go back a ways. Because I started on the PS2, and then I had a Wii.
I know.
Hmm?
I know it now.
Then I had a 360. I think the very, very first one would have been Cortana. From
I
Halo.
knew it. I was about to say like, don't say Cortana. I just
No, because like the PS2 wasn't really home for the baddies, right? I mean, like, my bad. Back then, you know, it wasn't part of their marketing scheme. They had to sell a whole game. They were selling the whole game. They weren't
my
doing
God.
DLC and shit like this.
Yeah.
And then there was the Wii,
Well.
the epitome of family friendly back then. I mean, they didn't start to get fucking a little crazy until they released World at War on the Wii, and that was when they were like, whoa.
Let's calm down, man.
And then I got a 360, and the first game I owned on the 360 was Halo 4. So yeah, I had high definition titties on my TV, and I was like, do I tell my parents? Do I not? Like, no.
I think for me it was
secret.
it was Lara Croft. Tomb
Lara's
Raider?
respectable, but I didn't get into any of the Tomb Raider games until I was on an Xbox One.
When I was young, I used to question. Well, I didn't question because like I had a friend come over and he was like, I was playing one of the snow levels, and he's like, "Why is she wearing a swimsuit in this cold ass mountain?" I'm like, "Bro, why you question this shit? Just let
Why
things
you worried
be."
about it?
Yeah, just let things be. And then I got older and. You know, they made new Tomb Raider games, but now they're like, we realize it's impractical to have her in a swimsuit on an ice mountain. I'm like, no, that's not impractical.
No, not at all.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's good. Put it back.
Put it back. So then, like, they made the... And yes, I said it again, so I'll say it again. I'm a degenerate. The first, like, Tomb Raider reboot they did, they had her where she still looked good, and then, like, but she was still kicking ass. Like, I like that balance of, hey, make her look good, but don't let her be weak. Like, let her pull up. And then they made the next one, and they would just, like, downgrade her. Like, she didn't look that good, but... She was still kicking ass. It was just, I was like, what are we doing? Like,
I still think my favorite look for her was that, oh fuck, what was it? I keep seeing it on the PlayStation catalog. I think it was like a 2014 or 2016 game. It was like a soft reboot.
I think that was, what, she was like on an island or something?
She was on an island, and the most iconic scene I can remember is she climbs up this, like, you know the power poles, but they're not the wood ones. They're the big, like, Eiffel Tower-y type ones. She climbs up one of those, and she sees a plane crash. That's the most iconic scene I remember from that game.
Okay. I fuck with that.
I still think she's, like, my personal favorite look in that one.
Okay. Trev?
You never answered.
So mine
I'm about to
was...
say some off-the-cuff shit like
played a
Peach
lot
from
of-
Mario.
I played a lot of Star Wars games, and my favorite game as a kid was The Force Unleashed.
Okay.
So
Juno?
Juno.
That
is
Juno.
Okay.
It was so in the first opening scene, it was like Star Killer is like kneeling to Darth Vader or whatever,
Right.
and then it's after like the episode where like he plays Darth Vader and you're on Kashyyyk and you're whooping ass.
So you're talking about the first Force Unleashed.
PS2 one.
Okay.
PS2 one. So this is where after you do that, you're kneeling, and then you meet your robot friend that could transform into like different people and act like a different. And then you meet Juno.
The training droid, I remember him.
Yeah. And then you meet Juno, and I'm like, I love white girls. That's what it is.
It's
like,
one of
fuck.
the pepperoni jalapeno.
Yeah, hook him up. No, wrong.
I like-
Oh, this right box. I knew what I said.
Yeah. I like fuck. If I was Star Killer, I would
Never did
be
he just put that crust on my bed, did he?
Yeah, he did.
What?
Wow.
No, never. It fell off.
Speaking of Force Unleashed, so obviously you and I really like the games. I don't think we've ever talked about it, man.
What?
Force Unleashed.
No, we never did talk about it.
Play it much, not play it much, like it,
Are you
love
serious?
it, hate it. Well, again,
You don't-
we haven't talked about it.
You don't think I would play Force Unleashed?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Is it
Yes.
not?
I played them.
Okay, and how did you feel?
I loved it.
Okay. Did you hear about the third?
There's a third coming?
There's
there
not.
was a third coming.
Did you hear about the third?
No.
It was a reveal trailer, and it was like him with a bunch of stormtroopers, and he just killed them all, and like with like lightning.
Here, grab your crust.
And
So
then-
the third was supposed to be, and this is what like shocked a lot of people. If I remember correctly, it was based off of, I want to say it was the evil ending.
okay.
Where in 2 there was 2 endings. Right?
The good ending where you locked him up, and the bad ending where there was multiple clones and the clone killed you.
Yes. So in the third, it was supposed to be revealed that the one you played in 2, the one you played in 1, neither of those were fucking Galen Merrick.
What?
You have not yet played as the original Galen Merrick. In the third one, you will be playing as the third clone scene, the one that kills the one from the second game.
Right.
And you'll play as the actual original, who has escaped Vader's facility and has been hiding out in marshes. And you remember in Mass Effect, not Mass Effect, fuck, I've been playing, Force Unleashed 1, there was that outfit where he's like kind of super bulky because of how thick the armor is, and he has like a slight cloak, and it's all like tan and green.
Yeah.
That was like part of the concept art for his outfit, was a vague rendition of that look. And that was how Galen Merrick looked. He's slightly older, so he looks different than the clones do. So you'll play as Galen Merrick is hunting down this clone,
Okay.
and this clone is hunting down Galen Merrick.
What the fuck?
Because that is Vader's last test for this third clone, who has been the most faithful so far. Because the first game, we know what happened.
We know what, yeah.
The second game, based off the evil ending, so we know what happened.
Okay.
So that third clone from the second game was hunting down the originator, and that was his final test.
What the fuck? Was it the first one? That was the second one. Don't you kill Han Solo in one of the missions?
And one of the extended.
Yeah,
the
it was
DLC.
it was the first one, the Sith edition.
Yep. Because
Where you killed Obi-Wan, Luke, Chewbacca.
You could convert Luke. That was one of the endings to part of that DLC, was you could turn Luke into your Sith apprentice.
Wow. What the fuck?
So, are the first 2 games canon?
No.
I don't think
They used to be. Long time ago.
Then they realized, damn, this probably fucks up a lot of shit.
They retconned it when the sequel series started coming out. Because they
Fucking
knew when they
shit-ass
made
movies.
the sequel series, people were going to start asking.
Yeah.
Now, Fallen Order, isn't that supposed to be canon?
That's supposed to be canon, yeah.
So we'll see. I still have not beat Survivor, so I need to revisit that at some point.
Yeah.
I know how it ends, but I haven't beat it.
What?
I really thought you beat it the whole time.
You didn't beat it?
No, I put like a lot of hours into it, and then I gave up. Because, that's when we started playing Street Fighter. And then we started playing Street Fighter, so I played Skitty Skywalker.
He's using me as an
and then Final
excuse.
Fantasy. I played Final Fantasy.
He's
and
using
then-
me as an
And
excuse.
I dropped all of those. 2K24 came out. 2K24 has been pretty good.
Speaking of 2K24, you've been a lot more active than you made it seem like you would have been.
Yeah.
Like, before 2K24 came out, for months, this man has been hyping us up like, yep, say goodbye. You're not going to see me. I'm gone. Zilch 0 until I'm, like, bored of the game, which might take a while. I never really noticed a full disappearance from him.
No, I haven't disappeared.
So it wasn't that good.
I have 78 hours into the game. I'm not going to lie. 78 hours.
Good
already.
God.
Yeah. But guess how much I have in Mortal Kombat already? I've got 62 in Mortal Kombat. I wasn't expecting Mortal Kombat to take me away as much as it has.
I kind of did. With that hype, there was a night where Xeno was sitting there, we were hanging out, and he was debating on picking up Mortal Kombat 1 or Diablo 4. Because he was like, fuck, they both look so good, I don't know. And then we watched the, like, Before You Buy on Diablo 4, and when we went to go check on Mortal Kombat 1, he goes, it doesn't come out till August?
Because I thought it was like, because it said it, like, something. It was the beta that came out. You gotta play the beta. And I was like, what the fuck? So I got really pissed because I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Now I'm just gonna buy Diablo 4. And he bought Street Fighter. So I'm like, whenever it comes out, I'm gonna buy it. So it came out, and I was like, I'm probably not gonna buy it. I'm playing 2K24. And I'm like, I got a little extra money. And I got a GameStop gift card. That's fine. So I bought it, and that's when I asked you to play, and I was like having so much fun with it. And then I'm finally actually like learning how to do shit, and it's like making sense to me now. Like the button inputs and everything. It's like, this is one of the greatest games I've ever played. Like I had so much fun with Street Fighter, put so much hours into it.
I think the only reason, and this is fucked up. Again, I said I'm a degenerate. I never I've always been interested in Street Fighter, but I never actually took it seriously and pick it up. I think the only reason I picked it up was because of Cammy. I think that's the only reason I picked it up. Because I stopped playing. I still want to play it. I just don't know what I'm going to again. But Mortal Kombat, and I don't know if you guys knew this or not. Well, I don't expect Thomas to know because you didn't play it yet. But the character, what's her name? Katira, something like that. She's like the lady with the bat wings.
Oh yeah, the girl.
Natira,
and she it's acted by
Megan Fox. I never played the story, but she's terrible.
Yeah, she's absolutely terrible.
Absolutely terrible. Like, she sounds like she's just reading off a script. The only reason I bring this up because I seen it on a TikTok last night.
Me too.
And it was like, don't let Megan Fox cook like this again. Now, usually when someone says cook, now obviously he's saying this like a satire way because I'm like, oh, she must have went off for the voice lines. She sounds so out of place. Like, everyone else feels like they fit in MK, and she just sounds like she's reading a script. She's like, I don't know, because I'm not much of like an MK fan of the lore. Yeah, very flat. She's just like, we have to stop these people. You can't do this. This isn't the way. And I'm like, why are you here? Like, seriously, who? Someone at NetherRealm's got a very fun trip from Megan Fox. That's the only reason why she was allowed to play a character, because I'm confused. Like, why were you chosen?
Yeah.
I will say, I don't know, Johnny Cage, is he in the game or no?
Yeah, Johnny Cage is in.
Okay.
He's good.
There's two people that I personally feel like should have played Johnny Cage if they didn't. And that's Ryan Reynolds. I had it. Wait, give me a minute.
He's thinking. Give him a second.
LeBron James.
Nope.
What?
No.
It was another.
Brad Pitt.
No.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mark Wahlberg. There it is.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg or Ryan Reynolds. They got very iconic voices. Mark Wahlberg more because of his accent.
No, because they're doing heroes and villains. I would love them to bring in Deadpool.
I would love them bringing in Deadpool.
Like Mark, yeah, I would love.
You got to keep in mind though, Fox owns Deadpool.
Yeah.
Marvel, if I remember correctly, Marvel did the same contract with Fox.
Yeah. Fox? Like Fox News type shit?
No,
Fox Network.
I'm about to say, because if we had Donald Trump in the game, dude, that'd be wicked.
What the fuck?
That'd be wicked.
Fucking, if I
You just see him with a 2024 hat with and like he has the handcuffs.
And he just breaks
rips
out.
out of him and he starts whooping ass. Like, I feel like that'd be some top tier shit.
Then he
like,
finishes you. Your
his
fake
player
news.
art is his mugshot.
This man pulls out a manila folder of sensitive government documents, just smacks you with it.
And like his defense is he builds a wall. Like, I feel like he would be a great fucking character.
He has a parry move in his move list. Like, he's trying to hit him and he counters you and he goes, "You're wrong."
No,
Wrong.
his brutality. You know how they have lines when you brutality?
Yeah.
And then he would like kill somebody and be like, brutality. Be like, you go back to Mexico.
It'll be a great wall. That's what he's gonna say when he's gonna say it and then a wall just drops down on you. Something like
One
that.
of his fatalities, he just drowns you in oil.
What the fuck?
Or he starts throwing cash at you and you just get hella cuts and just die.
Did they
No, they're
bring
gonna make a
back
reference.
friendships? Did they bring back friendships?
I don't think so.
There's no way. There's got to be something.
It probably is, but I haven't seen it yet. So
You guys need to look into it, because if Trump had a friendship, you would just shake hands with the other person and go, China.
China. Oh my god. No.
Friendships are iconic.
They are iconic.
This is a friendship. We're pretty iconic.
I don't know you.
Fuck you!
Well, say something.
Yeah, this is a friendship. I feel like we're more like fuck buddies, but...
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Pause.
Reverse?
Sorry.
I'm not wearing a condom.
Whoa. Why'd you say it like that? Condom.
Because I always say that when I'm trying to be funny.
Oh, God. You gotta stop.
No. I don't think I will.
Yeah, well, you should.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills. Said anybody who still hasn't deleted Flappy Bird in 2023.
Oh, my God. Bro, nobody's...
You can't tell me
There's a
no
camera
way.
recording us right now?
No.
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck? What is he pointing? I was like, am I being recorded? Like, this isn't...
It's so easy.
I didn't consent to this. Like,
You get
I didn't
used to doing
consider
voiceovers long enough, chance you'll know about this. You get used to doing voiceovers long enough when the video is going to change that you just start doing shit to enunciate what you're saying.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, shut up.
Okay.
Damn.
Me personally, I wouldn't take that.
I would. I'll take you.
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Help!
Whoa.
Help! Help me!
All right. Trev and I talked about it a little bit earlier. Chance, any thoughts on Payday 3?
I've never been the biggest fan of Payday. So
Really?
Yes. But it's not. I'm not saying like it's good or bad. I just never played it like that. Like never touched it. Don't know much about it. I know it's like a heist game, right? That's it.
No, it's you press buttons and it's like Flappy Bird.
All right, I'm about to end someone right here on the stream. Don't worry about it. If you just hear noises, just subscribe for every hit you hear.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans.
What?
Subscribe to everybody's channels. Let's start with that. How many subscribers are you at now?
I'm at 208.
I lost some.
I lost one a couple days ago, and then I gained 2.
I lost 73.
What?
What?
Yeah.
You're lying.
No, I'm at like 97.
I'm gonna
What
pull up the channel
happened?
right now.
97. I think they're all bots.
What?
I think they're all bots. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting proof.
You lost 73.
Yeah.
Bitch, you're at 176. Who are you lying to?
I haven't gained any subscribers, so I feel like I'm losing them.
Feel like and losing are two different things.
I've been at 176 for 3 months.
Well, you also got to consider. Well,
What?
I'm looking at his upload history. I thought you fell off for a while, but no, you've been. Yeah, this man never stopped posting.
No.
So what the
Are
fuck?
you using tags?
No.
No.
Am I supposed to?
Here, let me show you something real quick.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Chance, start explaining why you never played Payday.
All right. Well, I wasn't interested in it. I don't know what kind of story he was expecting, guys. I mean, look, I wasn't prepared for this. Payday? I'm looking for a Payday. I didn't have time to play it.
YouTube search terms. It shows up in under your analytics once your video starts garnering a certain amount of views, and you can see what terms are showing your videos.
He ain't gonna do anything with that.
No, I'll do tags.
What's the point? He's gonna be gone.
I mean, hey, it doesn't hurt to keep trying, right? Shit, pick it up.
Shut up before I slap you with this breadstick.
You shut up before I smack you with my sock. What? Oh, all right. Well, I'm not going to be the only one talking about a subject, so I'll just leave Payday alone. Let's see what else I had on the list.
You look like a list.
You built like a list.
You built like a baked bean.
We're not bringing this trend back, all right? We did it for Firefighter Simulator, and it was funny, and
God.
that was it. What was it? You're built. You look like no momentum. You built like no momentum. You sound like no momentum.
Bro.
Oh, we talked about Mortal Kombat. We crossed that one off already.
Oh, we talked about Mortal Kombat? I didn't know.
We talked about Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. We've been touching base with some of the shit I had listed.
Unintentionally.
Unintentionally. Battle Royale games, we didn't talk about. We kind of
We
talked
did,
about
My
that.
Hero.
Shit ass battle royale games right now.
I don't know. I think it was really cool when it first came out, and now everybody just keeps imitate. And like
Fortnite?
I feel like now.
Overall.
I feel like where it's at now with Battle Royales, it's like, look, here's the thing. Either when you cemented yourself as the Battle Royale game at this point in time, so Apex and Fortnite, and then anything else after that, you just you showed up and it was fun when it was the hype, but now no one still goes to you. If they do, it's because there's only 2 games that are like the pinnacle.
Warzone.
Yeah.
It's the holy trinity, is Warzone, Fortnite, and Apex.
Fair enough. My Battle Royale was Spellbreak. It was like a Battle Royale, but it was magic.
See, I was just about to say, I think one thing that would really stand out is a third-person fighting game that's a Battle Royale.
They have that.
What?
What is it?
It's a free game. It's called like Battle Mania. It's called like Battle Mania. It's like you make a fighter. You could fucking like do like windmill, cartmill, fucking RKOs off of fucking mountains and like big buildings.
I guess it just depends on who it's made by. Because
Oh.
right now the game market is like, and for years the game market has just been like, it's been guarded. You know, you really can't tap into it unless you are credited by a bigger company.
Yeah.
Like Stray, it's an indie team, sure. But they made memes for their game before they made trailers for it. And that's how they tapped into it.
Yeah.
And it was super popular, but it fell off.
One game, a lot of people left a bunch of Call of Duty developers. Like they have 3. They have Activision, Treyarch, and
Sledgehammer Games.
Right, so people, like some of the top people left it, right? They joined Ubisoft to create a new thing. and they're calling it
I
X
heard about
Defiant.
that.
X Defiant.
Yeah. It's supposed to be the
Call of Duty
killer.
killer. Yeah.
The one of this year at least.
Yeah, every year.
Yeah,
Just like every year, it's the Destiny killer. I always hear something about that.
So I mean, I've watched like FaZe Jev play it, and a lot of people play it, and everybody says it's really good. Like it's everything you want in a COD game. It's amazing. It's made by Ubisoft, and Ubisoft is kind of having a revival over the years. I don't know if you guys know who Jinxie is. Mm-hmm. That little kid, that fucking not like a little kid.
Dude, I see him on TikTok all the time.
Like,
he's the guy that plays Rainbow, right?
Yeah.
He's fucking hysterical.
He fucking like. Rainbow was at its lowest, right? Mm-hmm. He single-handedly brought back entire Rainbow. I started playing again.
Everybody started playing it a little bit.
Right. Like,
but I started playing it because Kane was playing it. And he was like, I was like, dude, I work during the evenings when you guys are off because he works like 9 to 5 job. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I'm never going to get to play with you. And he goes, well, in the off chance that you do, just play with us. I was like, fuck it, fine. So I've played a couple games. The community has gotten better.
It is.
Not like better skill-wise, but better, how do I put this? I played Season 1. Like, fucking Year 0 Rainbow Six Siege.
Well, it used to be hard as fuck. Like, the game used to be hard as fuck. Because, like, everybody... Like, it's like Fortnite is right now. All the casuals that can't get to the level, that don't want to put in the hours in creative of building and shit, they left the game. So it just leaves all the fucking tryhards.
But Rainbow doesn't have that option for grinding around it. Because I came back in like season 5 or 6, somewhere in there, and I tried, and all I could do was spawn in and die.
But you can't grind around at Fortnite either, though. You put that much effort, there's always gonna be there's always gonna be people better than you. Like
absolutely, but in Fortnite they have, like you were saying, in that little creative mode where you can go in and you can practice shit.
Yeah,
you can't really do.
You could probably practice playing casual, but ranked, like a lot of people are like really Jinxie fans, and like. They're starting to just try out the game for the first time, or they're coming back to it after multiple years, and everybody's coming to it. So there's a lot of shitters out there. So all the people that are like really good are actually super high up, like they're like champion, which is like the best rank in the world. They're up there because there's so many people now that are just freshly joining that they're just shitting everybody up their way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I watch those Jinxie videos, and he'll be like, how did you not hear that? How did you not fucking hear
that? And I love how he talks. He's like, what do you
He has like the little. What do you mean? Like, I don't understand how you can be so fucking stupid. Like, I don't
love how you. And that's how he normally talks to it. It's awesome. And
I know he streams on TikTok too. Every now and then I watch it, and I'm like, dude,
I subscribe to his Twitch, and he got like the Jinxie charm and shit. And I was like, I've actually been having fun playing Rainbow. Like that's one thing I've been playing by myself, like when nobody's on. So like basically it's been Rainbow and MK. Like I've kind of have not really been playing 2K because 2K, Jinxie played 2K. Like he was a 2K player, and now he played Rainbow for longer, and he blew up on Rainbow. So he played 2K24 when it came out, and he's like, it's just a cash grab. Like it's what it is.
I mean, I told you that about 2K23.
Yeah, you buy the game for $70. You have to pay $100 to upgrade your build to 85, and you have to spend $100 more to get them to 85 to 99, and then. You have to buy every single outfit. You can't grind your way to get new clothes. You have to buy VC to get outfits, and it's just a cash grab. And I'm kind of tired of it because I spent $60 on Mortal Kombat, and I'm having so much fun. I've never spent $1 on the game, and I put 70 hours in. But on 2K, I've at least spent $1,000 in the past month of it's been out.
Well, see, if you knew that, why'd you still buy it?
Because that's how they get you. They tell you there's new features and there's new things that look so cool, and you're like, want to try it out. You're like, okay, well, this build isn't really to my liking. Let me make another build. You make another build. That build's not to your liking. You make another build. That build's not to my liking. You make another build. Your friend makes a build. And those two builds don't compatulate together. You guys can't play together because the two builds just don't work together. So you make another build, and you spend so much money.
So as somebody who plays 2K, let me ask you. Do you think they're going to have a crash that's going to cause them to lean off of that system?
No, never.
You don't think so?
Never. No.
I could definitely see it.
Because they let it happen. Like, unless the community speaks up, like, okay, in 2K...
That's what I'm saying.
In 2K18, you had to buy haircuts. You had to spend money on haircuts for your player. Haircuts. You go to the barber shop, you had to spend 1,000 VC, which is 30 minutes of your time for a new haircut. And if you don't like that haircut, you know what you have to do? Buy your next haircut. Right? Fucked up, right? And they also had in that game unskippable cutscenes. When you played My Career, you could not skip a cutscene, and it was like they had this one bitch, like, and she just talked, annoying, talked about Reese's Puffs because they had a advertisement deal. Like that's how they made their money because they put advertisements in their cutscenes, and they make you unskippable so they get their ad revenue money. You know what I'm saying? So we Fuck that shit, bitch. We don't want that shit. They got rid of it in 19, right? VC prices stayed the same. That's what they get you though. VC prices stayed the same, but things cost more. That's how they get you. Well, we're not going to change our VC prices, guys. We're not a fucking terrible company. We're not going to charge you more. But for a fucking a T-shirt that cost 600 VC last year is going to cost 20K this year.
Oh God.
You only have to last year you made 1,500 or you made 1,500 VC a game for my career. Now you only make 1,000. So they keep it. That's how they get you. They're like, okay, we're not going to raise our VC prices because why would we do that?
We're just going to make everything cost more.
We're a company, right? We wouldn't want to do that to you guys.
Imagine 2K having inflation.
Yeah, it's
like, what are we doing?
No, what really fucked me up is one guy did this to buy a do-rag in the game. It costs more in the game than it does in real life. You could buy a do-rag for $5 in real life. You have to spend $15 of your real life money to get a do-rag in a video game.
Oh hell no!
For a do-rag.
That's why I'm saying I honestly could see it happening where the community...
They don't have any competition. NBA Live stopped making games. Remember we played NBA Live 19 that one day? Game was fun, but it was super arcadey. Nobody wanted to play it, and NBA Live just stopped making games. Who's their competition? That's like Madden. Who's Madden's competition?
Right.
You know, Madden has the exclusive deal, so only Madden can make football games. Like, Madden's going to have a college game next year. They're going to have an NCAA 25. And they're having their Madden game, right? And you can't make another simulation football game. It's illegal. Like, your game will not come out. NBA 2K, they do not have exclusive rights deal. Anybody can make a basketball game, a simulation basketball game.
See, but what I'm saying is, I could 100% see, even with no competition, at some point people are going to be like, look, this is getting outrageous, just like you were saying about the haircuts thing, where they kind of go on a community strike. And then the game, they'll be like, all right, well, let's release 2K26, because I imagine they'll let it go on a little longer. And then let's release 2K26 with less cash grab opportunity.
Well, no, I feel like what might be coming is like, okay, so the first 3 months of the game, you're going to be in a honeymoon phase. The last game, you had fun for 3 months, and then it pissed you off for 8 months. And the new game
just pissed me off for the whole 2 months I played it.
Yeah, but everybody's like, oh, it's a new game, new features. Fuck yes, let's go. They got a new pro play system. Let's go. We play for 3 months, and then shit starts to happen. People start to find broken things, and they don't get fixed because the game's out. Now, since it's a yearly cycle, after 3 months, all the developers are working on the new game. Mm-hmm. They're not staying there and going to fix the issues on the old game. They're like, well, fucking wait 8 months, bitch. We're going to fucking fix it in the new game, right? So I feel like after these 3 months... I feel like people are still having fun with the game right now, but after 3 months, people are going to be like, this game's ass, this game's terrible. And I feel like that's when people are going to be like, I don't want to play this anymore, but they're still going to play it because they love the game of basketball. That's when I feel like NBA Live comes back in like January with a free-to-play game, and like, even if you don't want to play it and you want to play 2K, you're like, well, it's free to play, might as well, right?
Right.
So it would bring people over, and if they do like it, you have microtransactions in the game.
That's how I've always.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
it's not forced. It's not forced. Like, it's forced. You're paying $70 for a game, and then you're forced to pay $100 to be even to play it. Like, you pay $70 to play a Play Now game, but you're forced another $100 to pay to play online modes.
I've had this long-standing idea, and I've gotten mixed reviews about it when I talk with people about it, that DLC should be free. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Wait a minute. Wait. Pause, rewind, restart. Give me a second, I'm getting there. Here's the thing. And it's a shitter move, don't get me wrong. Microtransactions, they're not that bad when they're done right.
Yeah.
If it's all cosmetics, it's all flavor shit, whatever.
Like Fortnite, that's how they made so much money. It's free to play, but they're like the richest company.
Fortnite has become, real quick, that biggest crossover game in all time.
Oh, yeah,
it's got
absolutely.
much anime, movie stars. Like
it's the only game you can say I played as a base game character who used Attack on Titan ODM gear to kill a stormtrooper using God of War Ragnarok's Leviathan.
Meanwhile, Naruto's in the back of an AK, and I'm just like, wait a minute.
And it's fun. It's fun because they please everybody. If you're a Halo guy, you got a Halo skin. You got a Star Wars guy, you got a Star Wars skin.
They're bringing a Master Chief skin to Sledge for Rainbow Six.
They just did.
Did they drop it?
Yeah, he's out.
But what I was going to say is that DLC should be free, but what it is you get the first half of every DLC dropped for free. Find out if it's something you like. If it's a story you get interested in, whatever. The second half of it, not full price DLC, but cheaper DLC. I feel like if you have more cheaper transactions, people are more likely to buy it.
I agree with that because the reason I think that, right, is Multiverse. They had like character shop, whatever, and they had character outfits. Now here's the thing: I would have been down to buy multiple characters because it's a game with a wide cast of characters. So I would have been down to buy an outfit for Wonder Woman, maybe Superman or Batman, stuff like that. Problem was, each insanely well designed costume was like $20. And I'm like, now why am I gonna spend $20 per character?
Right.
When but they had some costumes that was like $4 or $5. I'm like, wouldn't it make sense to just have a bunch of costumes that were less money to?
Now, wait a minute. Are you talking about multiverses or Jump Force?
Multiverses, yeah.
I don't remember anything about outfits. I only played
they
for,
had a
month.
shop.
Yeah, they had like the Shaggy outfit.
Yeah, they had the Shaggy outfit. They had a Wonder Woman
For
outfit.
what? I don't remember you being able to make a character.
No. So it was for all the characters. Like Wonder Woman, she had like a Halloween outfit.
Yeah,
alternate skin.
yeah.
LeBron James had a Space Jam outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got to spend money to get it.
Yeah, or you got to grind the fuck out of the game.
Yeah. So they had, which was so stupid. They had Bugs Bunny Space Jam outfit. I think it was the white one, and it was $10. And then they had his blue one in the game, and that one was $12. I'm like, why is it a different more for it to be a different color? It was stupid. So I'm like, it was along those lines of thinking. So it was they had a one, and yes, they were they had what's his name, Black Adam. But they had a skin where it was voiced by Dwayne Johnson and everything like that. So he had lines from the movie and everything like that, and I get that. Only problem was it was $20. Now maybe you can argue, okay, it's voiced by a celebrity, they're trying to get more money off it. Okay, cool, whatever. But then they had Batman in a ugly sweater outfit, and they're yeah, $10. I'm like, what?
Right.
But you could you could make more money if you had, let's say, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman all with Christmas wear. But have each of their outfits $4 or $5, something like that.
Yeah.
Because then if you
more and cheaper.
Yeah, more and cheaper because then you're incentivized to buy more. You're still spending that amount, but not per skin. If it's $20 per skin, more people aren't going to buy it.
Right.
Well, that's what I kind of like. I like how Rainbow does their cosmetics. Nothing's pay to win in the game. Their operators are either 10. So for new operators that are, so they have if it's older than 3 years, it's 10,000 renown that you grind, right? And then if it's a new operator, it's 25,000 renown because it's a new character.
Oh, they dropped it?
What?
For new operators.
They have new operators.
Dude,
it's every year.
The first 3 seasons, because I played
So
year
for the
one.
first 3, after season 4 came out, year 1, 2, and 3 operators became free.
Okay, because
But after that, it's all paid. You either pay for it or you grind for a specific operator. You can spend if you have 30K, you can get 3 of the older operators, or you could spend that 30K and just get 1 brand new operator that just came out. Right? Or you could buy the year pass, which you get every operator for an entire year, and there's a season every 3 months. So you're getting 20 operators for $30. But if you actually buy all the operators individually, it's $100. So
that makes sense.
Buy the year pass.
Okay, because year 1, I remember, renown-wise, it was 30,000 to get new operators.
That's
My
what it is.
Frost
That's
and
what
my
it is.
Buck that I have in my profile, I bought both of those in-game originally.
Yeah, and they're 10K right now if you don't
That
have
was how much I played it back.
They're 10K right now if you don't have them. Because they're old operators.
Pissed.
The new ones,
I feel
ones,
cheated.
because it's new, right? It's new, right? Those operators are new. So the new ones, they have this new operator called Fenrir and someone else. Those are 30K.
I keep seeing this guy named Warden in every game I play. I have no idea what he does.
He has his glasses that you could see through smoke. So if someone has a smoke bomb,
So it's Pulse, but easier.
so say an enemy throws smoke. The enemy can't see through smoke. They just want to run through there and get behind some cover in your the bomb zone and then fucking kill you guys, right? Warden, if someone throws a fucking smoke through, they're going to try to run through without being detected. Warden's going to see through that and just fucking kill you. And you're not even going to know what hit you. So Warden's really good.
It's like a glass scope.
Kind of, yeah. It's like a thermal glasses.
Glass scope meets Pulse.
And then he's the fastest character in the game. He has attack sprint from Call of Duty.
God damn.
He runs with his gun attack sprint in Call of Duty, and he runs like this.
Oh.
Yeah, he's super good, and his gun's really good too.
Damn. Rainbow is one of those games that every time I talk to somebody about it, I learn something new because...
Rainbow is one of the most skill gap games out there.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a lot of skill.
I feel like you would actually Rainbow.
See, that's what Dante says.
With the leaning left, leaning right, checking cams.
They were the first console game that I know of that had leaning mechanics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I mean,
Next game I seen that had it was like Call of Duty Ghosts. That's the first time I started seeing more.
That's why, like, when Ubisoft is making X Defiant, they're making the Call of Duty killer. I feel like it actually might be somewhat close to a Call of Duty killer. Because they did super good with Rainbow. Like, Rainbow's died over the past couple years, and now it's revived again where everybody's playing it again because of one person. But now, like, everybody was super hyped when Rainbow first came out. Like, everybody loved the fucking game. Dude. Now X Defiant, they're taking everything they've learned from Rainbow about skill-based matchmaking, and it takes actual skill in the fucking game, and they're putting that into a Call of Duty type game. It's a fast-paced game that's not you're just sitting there for 30 minutes checking cameras and then killing people. So I feel like X Defiant's gonna be really good, and it's free to play.
That spends a lot.
I thought you were saying Rainbow. I was like, whoa.
X Defiant's free to play.
Makes a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, Rainbow's on PlayStation Plus catalog, and it's on Game Pass, so it is free to everybody, damn near. If you have, which you're probably gonna have one of those. If you have the console, you either own Game Pass or PlayStation Plus.
It gets on my nerves because like every time Dante's back in town, because I told you he like works for 2 weeks and he's back for a week. Mm-hmm. Most of the time there'll be new games. Every now and then he'll be grinding them, but most of the time when he's playing is Rainbow, and it gets on my nerves because before me and him are cool, he was that guy that would join the party and be like, "Y'all want to play Rainbow?" And I got tired because every time I heard him, that's all I heard was Rainbow, and I'm like, why do you love this game so much? And I get it, everyone's got their game that's like, this is their game. But like, they consistently play that shit. Like, they're in the ranks
it's
of
consistently good.
Yeah, they play to the ranks of what they're in Champion or Emerald now, whatever the fuck it is. Like, the highest.
Dude, I never broke. I hit gold in like season 3 and that was it.
They hit like Champion and shit, and then they still like they keep playing. I'm like, you hit the rank for the season, go away.
Well, the bad thing about like Rainbow is the game's so hard that people will cheat. That's what it is. Like, you're not gonna see people cheating in Fortnite because just get better, bitch. Like, you're not gonna see people cheating in Fortnite.
Fortnite pissed me off.
Zens, because with a Zen, Zens were made for Call of Duty to like make sure your gun has 0 recoil, where you can make a semi-automatic gun a fully automatic. Like, you can change the pistol to doom, 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 and you put a Zen in and plug it onto your controller. It goes your trigger finger is insane. You use that in fucking Rainbow, where you have a gun that's super slow, like boom. Boom, right? You put a Zen on that, it goes boom, 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 boom. And the game's already one shot, one kill.
Right.
So you do that, and then you have no recoil. If you have both those, it's insane. So a lot of people cheat in the game.
Insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Shut your ass
And it makes you play the game too, because like most games, like some games you get pissed off and you close the app and you quit. You can't do that in Rainbow. Like, I did that.
You get
a penalty.
You get punished. Like, I did that
even
2
in
days
casual,
ago.
you get punished.
Yeah, you get punished for like 30 minutes in casual or something like that, and you can't play anything else. Ranked, every single left match is a 24-hour ban. You could have a great day, and you're grinding for rank, and then you leave one match because your teammate's telling you don't want the loss or whatever. You're banned for 24 hours, and you still get that fucking loss.
You know what I forgot? We got to this conversation from me bringing up Battle Royale games. I don't even know how we got here.
Bruh. Freaking, what was I gonna say? Not Battle Royale, but, freaking competitive games. So, my thing is, right? If you were to, do you see yourself ever, like, getting back into Rainbow at any point?
Say that again. You slurred half that sentence.
Do you see yourself getting back into Rainbow at any point?
I mean, I've been lightly playing it. I struggle to see myself getting into any multiplayer games heavy now. Like, after Street Fighter, I really haven't been into multiplayer stuff. I've been playing all, like, single-player or, like, multiplayer very optional type games. Like Death Stranding. Very optional multiplayer.
Okay. I don't see myself, so like you said, like, I would like Rainbow. I probably would. But it just seems like, for at least Dante and the rest of them, that's such an addicting game. Like, I can't do it.
I think if you and I, or the three of us, hopped into Rainbow, I think you would have fun with it. Because if you play with people that are actually really good at it, or people that are any skill level and take it seriously, you kind of get bored. Because if they're really good, they just handle the whole thing for you. All you got to do is try not to die to get that bonus XP. If you play with people that take it too seriously, you're going to rage. Plain and simple. I got to pee. You guys want me to pee for you?
Go ahead.
I actually got to head out like my sister.
Is it? There's no way.
8:35.
Holy shit. I mean, hey, I'm game to keep going.
Man, shut your weak ass up.
You don't shut the
I can come back.
I'ma hurt you.
Who locked the door?
You, fool. We'll be right back after these messages again. So you going?
Yeah.
You weak as hell. Brief intermission. Don't worry about it.
Damn, y'all both fell silent while I was gone. Am I the one that's holding this shit together? Or what?
Alright, podcast. Make sure boys like, comment, subscribe for the boys.
Damn, she got ass. Hold up. What's up? Oh.
Stand up. Let me see if
You want me to stand up?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm... God.
I'm kidding. I'm seeing if you could. I'm kidding.
What?
I was
I'm
gonna look at your ass.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, guys, Zeno's off the podcast.
Alright, fuck you guys. Such a bitch and die.
Damn.
See you in a
Love
bit,
you guys.
See
Yeah,
you soon.
Yeah.
You better come back, bitch.
he ain't come back.
Are you guys gonna be here?
No,
I'll be here.
he lives here.
You'll be here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, bet. Well, that kind of worked out for timing-wise because the next subject I had written down was Dragon Ball Magic.
Ooh, God.
Ooh.
So I haven't looked too much into it, but I don't like that whole idea of, hey, we're gonna do a whole series because people are pissed, very fucking pissed.
So you know more about the community stuff. All I did was read like 2 articles about
what
the
it's
reveal.
actually about.
Yeah.
So I know all I'm seeing is everybody is pissed because, and I get it. Dragon Ball Super has been out like for a while, nothing else. It's
Right.
Like what? It stopped like what? 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
I was in my junior year when the Tournament of Power arc was finishing.
Jesus Christ. So they're upset because, and I kind of get it because the Dragon Ball manga is kind of at a point where there's maybe like 2 or 3 more arcs after the Tournament of Power, and then nothing else really happened.
Yeah,
And
did they just take a long ass break on the manga too?
so right now the manga is not like it's still going, but they're retelling the superhero movie. So that's what they've been going for.
Yeah, because I did hear the movie was canon.
Yeah. So the movie's canon, so now they're retelling it to happen after what was the Granola arc.
Yeah.
So that's in terms of manga, that's the last thing happening. But freaking Dragon Ball Broly actually hasn't even been in the manga. But I think he was referenced at one point. But it's weird.
I was gonna say, isn't he supposed to be like? Yeah, he's in Heroes.
Exactly. So it's weird, but they're retelling Heroes, and then while they're doing that, people are just like, well, what's the point? Because if the anime ever does come back, they're going to have to do the Moro and Granola arc, which would be new, and then retell the movie arc.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, okay, well, at least we'll come back. Now that's not even the case. Now they're just like, well, we're going to do a whole other series that's irrelevant, but it might be canon, and it's just Goku and Supreme Kai going on an adventure where Goku's a kid again, which pisses people off because they're like, we already went through this with GT,
Right.
so people don't want to see Goku a kid again, which I'm kind of in the camp. I don't really care if he's a kid again, but I don't like it either. I'm just like...
I like that they're taking a slightly different approach where he's going to be with the Supreme Kai. Because I like Shin. And I think he's an underutilized character. I like him.
What's he going to do, though?
He is still a Supreme Kai. Let's give him a little breathing room and let's remind ourselves that he is a god
Wasn't he
of
asking
creation.
them for help?
Huh?
Wasn't he asking them for help?
I think it's an intervention thing like Whis. I don't remember exactly the details, but I'm pretty sure him and Beerus technically have the same laws as the angels, where it's like, technically speaking, get the fuck out. Like,
Okay, fair enough. I don't know. Are you interested in this series or what? Because I'm just like...
vaguely. I'm vaguely interested because, so you said the manga is retelling Broly.
The movie right now. No, not Broly, Superhero.
Or Superhero.
Yeah, it's retelling that right now.
What I think should happen is, do you know for sure what all they've covered in Superhero or no?
No, I think right now it's Goten and Trunks like doing their hero shit, but that's about it. Nothing...
See, I don't even remember that part from the movie. That's the sad part. But I think with the manga version of Superhero, they should exclude showing Broly. You know, the movie barely showed him anyway, so it's perfectly fine with me. I think they only included him just as reference of, hey, we didn't forget this character.
Right. He's still around.
Right. So just to confirm any... Yeah. I was on boot leave when Super Broly came out. That was the last thing of animated content we got. Anyway, I think for the actual arc adaptation of Heroes, they should leave out Broly.
Mm-hmm.
Give him another couple episodes in the beginning of the Cerulean arc.
Okay.
Or not Cerulean.
Moro?
Fuck, it's gonna bother the shit out of me.
What?
I know what I meant to say. They're retelling the Heroes, so they need to give Broly a couple episodes at the beginning of whatever the fuck arc was that they were working on. Maybe it was Cerulean that I'm thinking of.
Sure wasn't Moro?
No, because I think they want a gap.
Okay.
I have a feeling they don't want to introduce a new character right after the Tournament of Power. Because Moro is like, what, a couple months after the tournament? So I think they're going to give the Moro arc just for how it was originally. And then for, you know, the anime adaptation, include Broly at the beginning of the Cerulean arc. I could see that.
Okay.
Then it would make sense for him to pop up. It's not too uncommon, I don't feel like, for the anime to deviate a bit from the manga while including all the same canon stuff.
No, it's not uncommon for that. My only thing is like, Dragon Ball's kind of at that point where I feel like with this, and like, it doesn't matter because Goku and Vegeta age slower, like, you know, Saiyans, full-blooded Saiyans, they age slow and everything like that. But
Fuck! I remembered. It should give Broly his few couple episodes at the beginning of Dragon Ball Magic. That's what it was going to be. Because I thought they were going to tie Magic into fucking canon events, vaguely.
Okay.
I got a buzz going. I got a strong buzz going.
I got a strong buzz going.
For everybody in the audience, just so you don't think I'm a super lightweight. I am kind of a lightweight, but just so you don't think I'm a super lightweight, I drank for the first time since June about 2 days ago. And I didn't drink that heavy. This is the first time I'm drinking a decent amount in a single sitting.
I'm on a little buzz. I got up and I'm watching.
I got a strong buzz. I'm gonna be honest.
I got up to get the pizza and the dude was like, "The door's this way." I was like, "Yeah, I know where it's at. I was just making sure you knew where it's at."
Didn't Trev order a pizza?
He said he didn't. I told you he wasn't going to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was on that phone for a minute while you were ordering.
Bro, he was looking at ass probably. I don't know.
Probably.
I just don't like the fact that with Dragon Ball, and don't get me wrong, and people might take this the wrong way. Goku is my favorite character. Not just because of Z, because I went back and watched Dragon Ball. A lot of people, like, and y'all can say shit, right? I want to say that a lot of you who just watch Z and Kai, you are Dragon Ball fans. I'm not in the belief of, like, oh, you're not a fan because you didn't watch everything. I don't believe that. But I do believe that you're definitely missing out on Dragon Ball.
If you didn't watch the original.
The original, yeah, original Dragon Ball.
I'll admit, I haven't. I've seen a good amount of stuff covering it.
Okay, so he's one of the weak asses I'm talking about. Now, now, granted, you can watch Z and Super and not have to know anything about Dragon Ball, so it's not like a necessity type shit. Why did I?
Because it's such a totally different story.
Yeah, it's a totally different thing.
Which bothers the fuck out of me, but go
yeah,
off.
but like Goku is my favorite definitely because of like Dragon Ball and Z and stuff like that, especially Z Goku. Because, like, Z Goku, the way he was written, was my favorite character.
Pinnacle.
Yeah.
Absolutely
And then
pinnacle.
to find out the writer was like, I actually didn't want him to be intended that way. I wanted him to be more like he is in Super, which I'm just like, Goku wouldn't... If Goku was what he is in Super...
Vegeta would have killed him.
Yeah. I'm like, it's just, he's not my favorite character. He wouldn't have been my favorite character. But because I have Z to work off of, that's why I still like Goku so much.
I hope Magic fixed that. Honestly, I could see them...
They're turning him into a little kid. He's going to be stupid again.
They're going to turn him into a kid, and if they do it just like they did... with GT, then that means he'll still retain pretty much everything. He might be weaker, and that could be a really good writing point, but if they tie Magic into the canon, then they could use that as his learning point of like, okay, hold on. I've been so dummy strong for so long, and now I'm not, and I'm facing strong opponents. Let me, like, wisen back up. Like when I fucking activated Super Saiyan while using the Spirit Bomb. Like,
he could do that, or he's just going to get a new form.
Probably.
That he can only access as a kid.
Yep.
for marketing.
I could see some shit like that.
They're gonna be like, oh, this is Goku's Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct Child Form 2 that he can only access as a little kid. Don't ask why when he gets turned back to an adult he can use his form anymore. We just want to sell you toys. Because it's unfortunately that's where Dragon Ball is these days, where it's like...
That's what we talked about a little while ago.
It's just marketing. And so that's why I'm like going back to my earlier point of like, okay, so Goku's my favorite, right? But Dragon Ball has so many characters, so many stories and stuff that they could do. It's like I would like to see the story move away from Goku and Vegeta. Maybe go to the Trunks give something. Maybe give the android something. Piccolo
Go to Gohan.
Go to Gohan.
Honestly, I mean, a lot of people shit on Gohan. He's still my favorite, so I'm still going to advocate for him. But, like, he's the next likely protagonist.
Yeah.
Gohan and Piccolo. Give them their own short series and then let them age out and then move on to Goten and Trunks. Move towards Goku Jr. and Goku Vegeta, or Vegeta Jr.
Yeah. But no. So, I feel like they're just using this as a cheat. Because like we're going to make Goku a kid again to resonate with younger audience. And then we're just going to give him a new form. People are going to buy it. And then when the series is done, we're going to turn back into an adult again. That's about it.
I think Dragon Ball Magic has a really good potential. Even though the base plot idea, if you just slapped a sticky note on a whiteboard that says turn Goku into a kid and stick him with Supreme Kai, it sounds dumb.
Yeah.
It sounds really fucking dumb. But I think it has a lot of potential. Like aforementioned, him having to relearn how to be tactical like he was in Z, that's a good opportunity. Another opportunity, Broly's already around.
Yeah.
Just for the anime version, write him in as, this is his first experience is learning with Vegeta rather than Goku. Because I feel like if he learns with just Goku, he's going to just be all power.
Yeah.
Vegeta's still got that mindset. He's still got that raw dog talent. He's got that fucking tacticalness.
Right.
That's the word I'm looking for. So put Vegeta and Broly together and be like, yo, Broly, let's go to Universe 6 real quick. I want to introduce you to some people.
That'd be dope.
Fucking bring in Kaba, Kale, and, what's her name?
Who? Caulifla?
Caulifla, yep.
Yeah.
And introduce him specifically to Kale, the only other person who's had an ability similar to Broly's. Let that be a development B-plot alongside of Goku with the Supreme Kai doing whatever the fuck they're doing. That's the one thing, unless I forgot it, I can't remember what the fuck the point was of turning him into a kid and sticking with Supreme Kai.
I swear, it's probably some of the Dragon Balls.
I mean, I guarantee it is, but like, they're going to struggle to right away, without killing Piccolo and Dende, and the Cerealians now, and the Namekians, they're going to struggle to find a way to write it where they don't just wish him back to his form.
Yeah. My thing is, I don't know, with Goku being a kid again, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like they're going to do something with... actually not think, but it's going to be weird seeing him as a kid fight someone and he has to go UI. Just go see Kid Goku as UI or some shit. That's gonna, I don't know.
At the same time, I could see that being raw as fuck. Seeing that tiny frame moving and dodging that quick could be low-key sick. Tell me it wouldn't be cool to see Kid Goku if they give him a tail again. Fucking, like, grab somebody by their belt loop and just swing him, like, with his tail, grab somebody by their belt loop and just swing himself under their arm, over their head, and just knock them
and just be this
out.
nibble little fuck.
Right.
They
don't give Krillin enough.
No.
And he's a small stature character who's still relevant.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh my god, you really said that shit.
Fuck. Gamma 2. How is he gonna come in? Is he gonna come in? That's a question on my mind.
That is a question.
Because he's still alive. Fucking... I feel like Roshi would be involved with magic.
Think so?
I think so.
I think they might find a way to bring Majin Buu into it.
Yeah, because they have slept on Buu. And I'm not a big Buu fan. I'll be the first to admit it. I don't really like... I wish they would have kept... I wish, like, Buu would have stayed in his Super Buu state or something. Literally anything else other
I'm not a fan of Buu, not just because... So, two reasons. One, I didn't think he was as strong as a villain compared to, like, Cell and Frieza. Mm-hmm. So, because Buu was just kind of just, like, this evil that was just a thing. I didn't hate Buu, but one of the reasons why I actually did hate Buu, so I just contradicted myself there, is the video games. Any video game that had Kid Buu in it, he was broken. Oh, he was just so annoying to fight in every game. Like, doesn't matter what Dragon Ball game, he was just stupid.
You want to talk about broken? Replay Budokai.
God.
Replay Budokai, I'm telling you.
He pissed me off in that game. Hated him. Not a fan of Buu like that. Which is crazy because they're supposed to be at the end of Z at some point. Oob has to start coming into play more. Like
yes. Oob's in my end of Dragon Ball theory.
Yeah.
He's at the end, but he's there.
He's at the end.
Well, because with my end theory that I mean, you read through it briefly, so you know, and I'm not going to spoil anything. But with my end theory, I wanted to find a way to tie things together, not leave all these loose ends. But I wanted to stay true to the original source. We fucking knew nothing about Oob, really, at the end of Z. And from what I remember, I don't actually remember the end of Z perfectly, so I think I merged the end of Z and the end of GT together the way I wrote it. But I didn't really watch either of them that enough to really give you...
The best part of GT, for the only reason why I love it, of course, you know, Super Saiyan 4, that's it.
Oh, cool.
Like, because there was some part where they were traveling space, which was interesting. It was a new idea. They moved them from Earth, had them traveling in space, and they were looking for the Dragon Balls.
The Black Star Dragon Balls.
It was Black Star Dragon Balls, yeah. But GT did not get interesting for me until Super Saiyan 4 was introduced. Then I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what the fuck's going on? I was interested. I don't know, it was just the primal like rage he had, but calmness at the same time. I was there for it.
That's how I felt about Ultra Instinct.
Yeah?
Specifically, Omen.
Okay.
I love the look of Mastered Ultra Instinct because if you didn't know, the original look for Super Saiyan God was going to be one of two things. It was either going to be what Ultra Instinct Mastered ended up looking like, or it was going to be that super popular art of the essentially golden Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah.
So that's part of why I love Mastered Ultra Instinct so much.
I'll give you that. Now, it goes right here off the start. Here's what I'm wondering. Do you think the series will ever move away from Goku and Vegeta? Or do you think they're just going to keep them there regardless?
How are you meaning? Are you meaning realistically in real world consideration, or are you meaning plot wise?
A little of both. Like, do you feel like
I can't give you a straight answer of both. I need one or the other.
Okay, let me phrase it like this. Do you feel like they just feel like it's impossible to keep people there engaged if Goku and Vegeta aren't around? And that they have to keep them there? Or do you think they're just afraid, or they feel
By they, you mean the writers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or do you feel like they're like in a state where they're like, we don't have to, we can keep throwing Goku and Vegeta, and they're going to buy it and consume it regardless?
I think that the writers currently are scrambling, and like the current writers, I don't think they know how to get away from it. Honestly. Like, from what I remember, I was watching, I think I mentioned to you, I've been listening to this guy named Totally Not Mark for a while.
Yeah, oh, I know him, man.
Yeah, and he even mentions that at some point, Akira Toriyama isn't writing Dragon Ball anymore.
Yeah.
He's not, and it's not like figurative speaking, like he's being controlled by other people. He's literally not writing the manga
He's
anymore.
gone.
There's somebody,
every now and then he
he
shows up to give
Cerulean.
every now and then he shows up, gives guidance, like, oh, you should do this, and then leaves. That's it. He doesn't do anything.
Right, he's just collecting checks.
Yeah, he's just collecting checks.
But like that man tried to get rid of Goku twice, and they kept bringing him back.
And they kept doing it.
And dude, the voice actors, I just found this out recently. The voice actors didn't even know that Dragon Ball was coming back with Super, or with the Battle of the Gods movie.
Wow.
I heard specifically. I watched this video about. I was trying to find like the career journey of Sean Schemmel, just because I was curious. You know, I mean, he's the best Goku voice actor for the American dub that we've ever had. So, because there have been so many. But I was curious, you know, his journey and everything. I couldn't find anything that just straight out gave me Sean Schemmel talking about his experiences point to point. But I found this video of the Vegeta voice actor, who apparently, if I remember correctly, he does Piccolo too?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
He just gets a call one day, early as fuck in the morning, from his wife, who's like, hey, did you see the news? And he's like, what? And they're like, you're coming back. And he's like, really? Fuck. A few more years of screaming, because that's the one thing they hated, the voice actors hated, was the screaming.
Oh my god.
I forgot how I got to that point, but in terms of the writing, I think realistically, no. They'll never do it. I think in plot-wise, abso-fucking-lutely. Now with the direction they've started to take things, I do think it's going to take that fan direction of Vegeta becoming the god of destruction and Goku fucking off to travel the multiverse.
Fucking off.
Like, plot writing wise, I think that's the only way they can go that still makes sense now. You know, tapping into the realms of the gods, I can't see them using the excuse of, well, they got old.
Yeah.
Like, before all that, like when they were in Super Saiyan Blue, okay, I could still see that happening. But once Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct came around, I just don't see a way for them to just write that and be comfortable with it, and it makes sense.
I feel like there shouldn't. Now, I mean, I might piss people off with this, but I feel like there shouldn't be a form beyond Ultra Instinct. Like, besides just mastering it, which is fine, there shouldn't be anything else. Like, that should be the pinnacle. Super Saiyan God should have been the pinnacle. Like, we're being honest. It's literally a form with God in the name.
Yeah.
It should have been it. But then they're like, here's Super Saiyan God, and then here's Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. And, like, I do enjoy that they poke fun at the names that come up with, like, phrases like, so you're a Super Saiyan that's a god that went Super Saiyan.
Right.
And Goku's like, yeah, that makes sense. I do enjoy that they pick fun on it because they know it's stupid. But I'm like, well, if you acknowledge it, then do something about it. Like,
To me, we should have never gotten Super Saiyan Blue. What we should have gotten was Super Saiyan God Grade 2. Not like grades 1 through 4 like Super Saiyan had, but Super Saiyan God, the ritual or the earned, whichever way. And then Super Saiyan God Grade 2, where you've mastered it, and instead of it being your normal hair red, that's a little flowy, then it's like your Super Saiyan hair, the shape of it and everything, because Goku's the most notable one for how his hair shape changes through all three forms,
right.
but red. Instead of Super Saiyan Blue, that's what we should have gotten. I would have been perfectly content with that, and it would have made sense, and it would have been cool. That's your mastered Super Saiyan God form. And after that, all you can do is improve upon your techniques and your skill.
Which would have been sick. Like, and I say this, some people get upset with me when I say it, but I'm like, Super Saiyan Blue is the most useless form.
Absolutely.
And they're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, and you know what I say every time that pisses people off, but I'm like, you don't have a rebuttal for it because it's true. I'm like, what has Super Saiyan Blue accomplished?
Right.
Because Super Saiyan, Goku was able to beat Frieza. Super Saiyan Blue, everybody's been able to compete with it, and as far as I remember, and I've read the manga, I've watched the movies, I've watched the show, everything. Super Saiyan Blue
hasn't killed a bad guy.
Hasn't been any definitive increase. It just feels like it's them going to Super Saiyan, but it's a different color. That's it.
Yeah.
They go into the form, they fight someone, the person pulls up, and that's it. Which is why some people, and I've seen tons of videos on people like argue God Key's kind of pointless. Because it was like built up that Goku and Vegeta, they got God Key, they're at a whole different level. And then that's
when they could have wrote him out right then and there and just brought him in every now and then as save your life.
Yeah. And then now they're just like, we have God Key, we're about to go fight. Like, there was this meme video I seen, and I think it's like, it's funny, but it's true. It's like, it was the audio I seen of it. Like, there was the audio from another video, but they made it with like action figures. And it's like action figures of Goku and Vegeta in their blue forms fighting Broly. And then Vegeta says something like, oh, well, we have him on the ropes or something. Then Goku's like, Vegeta, I just noticed something. He's like, what? Look at his hair. Or no, he's like, he's been fighting us this whole time, but look at his hair. Vegeta's like, what? All I see is his hair is black. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, like, this dude hasn't even went Super Saiyan yet, and he's beating her. So I'm like, it kind of loses its purpose. It was like, this dude is beating y'all ass in base. Y'all have God Key. Why is he still competing? There should,
That's another thing that bothered me in the Broly movie was the fact that they were so shocked that he never went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, what? I'm like, you can't be serious right now.
Like, it would have been a nicer homage to what Super Saiyan was supposed to be if they were just like, well, maybe he doesn't know about it yet. Like, maybe, he hasn't discovered it before they started fighting him. And then them fighting him, they should have been scared shitless.
No, they should have.
That's my opinion on that, at least.
No, they definitely should have. Goku was Super Saiyan God against him, and he started grabbing him by the feet and really just
Lokiing him.
Yeah, I'm like,
100%.
What did it do? So, and I know everybody has like this power trip of Dragon Ball, like, oh, this anime character can't be Goku. And it's like, yes, but like, if you look at a bunch of other series, their power-ups, outside of like Super Saiyan, like in Z and shit like that, their power-ups are better. They might not be as strong, sure, but they are better narratively and just in terms of like built up to a form. Mm-hmm. Like Goku going blue, because blue wasn't built up at all. They just kind of showed up in Resurrection F and they're like, oh yeah, we could do this now.
It was vaguely built up, and this is a scene that I can't remember if I dreamed it or if this is something that happened and nobody talks about. But I remember very specifically this scene where Whis put Goku and Vegeta in this weird, like, sort of like a hyperbolic time chamber in his staff.
Yeah.
Where he can witness, and I remember specifically him seeing them spar and watching the key fly off of their bodies.
It was in
That was the whole point of Blue that I thought was cool, where it was like, all right, you're in God form, but you're holding your key in.
Yeah, it was in the anime, actually, they did that.
Was it only anime? Was that why?
They built up, because in the movie they just showed up. But in the anime, they built up to it that they were trained this before Frieza showed up. They're like showing Frieza doing this in the background, but they were training. So when Frieza shows up, they just recently got blue, like just recently, and so they were training in that like dimension of his, got the key, learned how to harness it, and then showed up in blue form, and that was it. And I was like, okay, this is cooler, but still, like, you know, what's the point of this? Because like y'all still getting shit on by everybody else that shows up. So I don't mind if they get. Like, people show up and they're like gods or demons, because then it fits into the god key aspect. But I feel like if you don't have god key...
why are you here?
Yeah, I'm like...
why can you compete?
Why, exactly. So I'm like... And people are like, oh, well, it just shows how strong they are. I'm like, yeah, but that's kind of the problem. Don't hype something up like it's this special thing that's unique for it to not mean anything. Mm-hmm. It's like the Incredibles line. If everybody's super, nobody is.
Right.
So, you know, that's kind of how I felt like, well, if everyone's competing with God, why do I need the God key? I can just keep training. I don't need that shit.
That's where Broly could have been a lot cooler, too, is if Broly was made out, kind of like Gohan was originally built, to become a protagonist and replace Goku Vegeta.
That would be sick.
That would make a lot more sense to me. Okay, granted, it's plot armor, but this is why he's so fucking raw dog powerful.
I think the best way to kind of diverge away from Goku and Vegeta is to keep a main story with Goku and Vegeta, but release side stories of other characters. Have them have like their own arcs, own storylines, own like story in general, right?
Tien!
Yes.
He's not one of my favorite characters, but he's got the most interesting fucking background life.
Give them their own stories and shit. Let them pull up, and then as you start like kind of test the waters, let characters be like, if you like Gohan and Piccolo get a series where they're like teaming up doing shit,
yes,
people will follow it. If you get like get another storyline of future Trunks. Just future Trunks doing shit. What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, future Trunks. Let future Trunks do shit, right? Put different storylines out there, and then eventually start ending Goku and Vegeta's, and at this point, once you establish how good these other stories are doing, you don't have to go to them. And every now and then, let them show up.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't be the mainstays anymore, because it's like, we have other characters that you can make. I mean, hell, Caulifla didn't really... Or Kefla didn't really do it much for me. She was cool, because it was like... And I'm going to say this right now. The only reason I think Kefla's so cool is because she's a female Saiyan. That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll give you that.
Because in terms of how she showed up and how her power levels were introduced and everything like that, it was just an ass pull.
You do mean Kefla.
Yeah.
Okay, because you remember Kefla is the fusion.
Of Caulifla and
yes,
Kale. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, that's the one reason why she kind of got hyped up is because of female Saiyan, which is what people wanted for a while. Like, they used to want Vegeta's daughter to pull up and do shit, or Pan to pull up. So they just
Yep.
So they just wanted to see a female Saiyan actually out there doing something, which is cool. I don't have a problem with that either. But that's the only reason why she's as hyped up as she is. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's like, who cares? Like, this tingly back feeling shit, I wanted to find out who wrote that line down and slapped them. That's it.
That was... Oof.
Yeah.
That might have been arguably one of the worst writing moments in Dragon Ball Super.
That was like a what the fuck are you doing right now? So, but that's kind of how I feel about the Dragon Ball series, at least right now.
I only recently remembered, because I think you and I have talked about it once before, and neither of us could remember exactly what happened to Future Trunks after the Goku Black arc. I just recently was reminded through a Totally Not Mark video. They really just dropped him in another timeline.
Yep, they just dropped him in another time. Yep. I'm pretty sure it's the same time. That's another time where the Trunks' future actually was able to flourish. So there was two Trunks in the same timeline, and two minds the same.
I think from what I remember, it was another timeline of the main stories. I could be wrong, but I want to say it's just the main stories timeline where Trunks did come back from the future and just hasn't shown back up because there was no Goku Black in his. And that future Trunks is... Yeah, that's convoluted as fuck. It was lazy writing.
It was. And I honestly thought that would have been the best opportunity to really let Dragon Ball Super, go crazy. Mm-hmm. Is because we know Goten and Trunks, they already hesitate to let them age.
Yep.
So I get to see some complications there. But until Trunks is at the age where he's doing shit, you could have just gave us that other Trunks in the future.
Dude pinnacle possible writing. All right, I'm very tipsy at this point, if you can't tell.
I'm leaning. I'm kind of leaning a bit.
Fucking, they should have put Future Trunks and older Mai into the main storyline universe. Then we'd have a reason for current timeline Trunks, the kid version, to grow up to become more like what Z Trunks was, not necessarily as edgy, but appearance-wise to differentiate the two, and attitude-wise because, okay, he's getting outshunned by this other version of him.
Right.
He's got a dad who's completely absent and a mom who's butt-fuck rich and only cares about herself. Let me become this edgy version of myself with long hair who focuses on my power so I can beat the fuck out of my dad, beat the fuck out of the future version of me, and just for shits and gigs, beat the fuck out of my best friend. So
future Trunks could basically look like the future Trunks we have in Super, and then the current Trunks could be like the Trunks that came out of the Hyperbolic Time Chamber.
In Z,
like,
yes.
Yeah, he would just come out and just be built different.
That would be phenomenal, is to have this, and then they could write a storyline of it, of current timeline Trunks fucking off at some point, and literally nobody noticing.
Yeah.
And that being his whole point of him coming back and being like, yep, I've been gone for a minute. The fuck's wrong with y'all? Y'all didn't notice.
That seems like a personal problem. Like,
and then we could make him a villain.
Yeah.
And at that point, then we've got Bulma and Vegeta who's got to deal with this personal issue of, well, fuck, do we defeat him because he's our son? But if we don't defeat him, he could literally ruin things for us. So many opportunities that they just won't bite at. Good writing. That's what I need out of Dragon Ball. I will tell anybody that Dragon Ball is my favorite anime of all time. And I'll also tell anybody that, yeah, I know, it's shit.
I do respect that. Like, people are kind of weird in the sense of, like, they want to hear what your favorite is, and when you tell them, they're, like, immediately so quick to shun, and I get everyone's got their opinions on other series. Like, Sword Art Online, when people tell me that's their favorite series, I'm like, I want to slap you. Because, like, I did just want to slap you, because I'm just like, SAO was good.
In season 1.
In season, yep, see?
75% of season 1.
You see, me and Duke was talking about that earlier. So I was like, he's like, what's your favorite season of SAO? I was like, season 1. And he was waiting. I was like, the first half at least. He goes, see, everybody says that.
Yep.
I was like, because after that first half and like Aincrad ended, everything just went.
Alfheim was weird. Gun Gale, I liked Gun Gale.
I liked Gun Gale. Not a lot of people liked Gun Gale. I liked Gun Gale because it's still kind of. The only reason I liked it is they added the stakes of like the first season where it's like, hey, this dude is killing
people. Are dying.
Yeah. Now, even though we found that wasn't the case, it added stakes to the season where it was like, oh shit, this dude could shoot you and you're just dead in real life for whatever reason. Now we know that doesn't make sense, but something's going on here, and that added intrigue to it. And then you had the freaking Alfheim, which was just fairy shit, which I was like, okay.
I will give Alfheim the little bit of credit for the fact that they tied it in with the rest of season 1. It made sense as to why there was any tension there. They didn't just make it, alright, this big CEO is a griefer as fuck in this game. I can understand that.
Yeah. But, like, I'll tell anybody that I would say my favorite series is Tokyo Ghoul, but I have to say the manga, because the anime I got sold heavily. But, like, I got so sold. But besides that, my actual favorite series would be Naruto. And I know that, like, in the war arc of Naruto, like, in Shippuden, there was some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. There was a lot of bullshit. I mean, it's my favorite series, but I'll be the first to tell you, Naruto's last power-up in the Shippuden was a little bit of bullshit. This old man came from beyond the grave and touched him, and now he's God. Like, he's out here healing people and shit. I'm like, wait, what the fuck's going on? This isn't making sense. Madara got sold as a villain. He was like the hyped up villain, and then out of nowhere, he just gets sold, and Kaguya shows up, and the war was a bit of a mess. It was still one of my favorite arcs for the cool aspect of shit that's going on, but there are some aspects of it.
The rule of cool.
Yeah, the rule of cool. I'm like, okay, this is cool. Naruto's dad's back. He's built the first Hokages here. We've seen why the Leaf Village is. They're that village, but everything else, I was like, I don't know. But I still enjoy the series, and that's one good thing. Is like you can enjoy a series for its pros and cons. But Dragon Ball's kind of at that point where I'm like, we're just getting more cons than pros. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I don't even get the feel I got from Z. Z had its moments where it's like, damn, this is character development. Damn, this is like for those that if you say Z is still the same thing of just people powering up and screaming, then you're looking at Dragon Ball at a surface level because there's like a lot of shit there. Like especially with Gohan, Piccolo, Goku, not as much. Vegeta, yeah, especially Vegeta.
Even Goku, you gotta admit, there is a significant difference between beginning of Z Goku, who is still, in some adults' eyes, I mean, you gotta consider what age he was. He's a kid at the beginning of Z.
Yeah.
Man, and then the end of Z.
He kind of, like, fully finishes out. Now, the only problem is like, now that in Super they kind of got rid of that Goku, and I'm just like, why? Like, the only time you kind of still get Z Goku is when he's serious, like when he falls Zamasu and Goku Black.
That's not even that. That's beginning of Z Goku.
Yeah.
Hey, let me make a comparison for you real quick. Beginning of Z Goku rushes after Raditz and gets super pissed off and just tries to fight him. End of Z Goku almost fucking dies every other episode, and he's like, all right, how do I beat this person?
Yeah.
Not, let me just go train and train and train and I'll get stronger and power up. Fighting Zamasu and all these other times where he just powers up, it's the power of friendship, or it's let me brute strength this because I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Which one does that sound more like? Beginning or end of Z? I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. So it's like, but yeah, that's kind of everything with the Dragon Ball. We'll see how the Dragon Ball magic goes. I'm not against it. It's not like I'm gonna hate it off rip. I just don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm like, you have manga content, a lot of manga content too. At that, you could definitely come back and just go back into it again. But clearly, you guys don't want to do that. So whatever.
I think the issue is they're definitely taking a while with the manga. I mean, Moro we first heard about, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And since then, we've just got Moro and the Cerealians.
Yeah.
And anime has put out 2 movies in that time as well. So it's like, I think what they're just waiting to do is they want to have a long animation run. You know, they don't want to, all right, well, let's do an animation where we have to release an episode every week. And at some point, we're probably going to get caught up with this manga that's slowly coming out. And then
that's
we have to stop
thing.
it.
So, like, I'm kind of at a two-way street with that because, oddly enough, so there's some series out there that are, like, released weekly. And some series out there release like bi-weekly, and there's some series release monthly. Now, if I ever get to that point, because I like want to make my own series, I would want to do it monthly because I don't want to kill myself.
You want to make your own?
Yeah, I want to make my own, but I want to do it.
You better fucking call me. You know how long I've wanted to be a voice actor?
I'd be okay with that.
I'm just saying.
But like,
I want to. One of my lifelong goals, one of those many paths that I was willing to go down, was I want to be a character that people find comfort and consistency in.
Okay.
Like the voice actor for Master Chief, Sean Schemmel. I'm just saying, those are characters that, like, you cannot tell me there's nobody out there that's like, damn, I love this person's voice because of what it represents.
That's fair.
I've always wanted to do that, so just let me know.
I'll give
I'm
you
there.
that.
I'll
So-
voice half the characters in your fucking series.
So like in that aspect of that too, and then like, or even in like manga, right? Because like some they release like monthly as well, and I feel like it's better for the writer or the illustrator as well, because sometimes they do both, sometimes, but it's whatever, because they actually get to take out the time, make it, and it's like 40 chapters, but they get time. The ones that do it weekly, some of them can. I'm not saying all of them can't, but the problem is they kill themselves doing it. And so, like, they start rushing and putting stuff in the story. Because, like, years later, I'll hear from some writers that had, like, a weekly series where they're like, there's some things I didn't want to put in my story, but I had to make a story, like, a new chapter every week. So some things I just had to come up on the fly and just put it in there, even if I didn't want it.
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama. So I'm like, if they do that, I understand of wanting a monthly, like, thing to give you more time to make the story better.
But that also means you have to release longer segments.
Yeah. And so, because of like, that's why some of the, like, the anime in this case, I get it. I want it to be back. But at the same time, let's say they brought back Dragon Ball Super, like, early next year, right? Within, like, a year or two, if they're releasing episodes weekly...
Which they will, because that's Dragon Ball.
Yeah. If they're releasing episodes weekly, they're probably going to catch up to where the manga is currently in no time. Mm. So then when you think about that, you're like, well, that kind of makes sense. And then they're going to be at the same problem where... They're going to come back for a year and make a bunch of stuff, maybe like a year or two, and then be like, we have no more content, so we'll come back when there's something else. So I do get that aspect of, hey, we're going to wait until it's like probably completely done and then go from there.
But there's a point where it's too long.
But it's too long, yes.
Fuck. Just do what you did with fucking Battle of Gods and Fukatsu no F and just come out with a movie version.
Yeah.
It might be shit, it might be rushed, but it's something for people to watch.
Or do what what Super did was like, you know how Battle of Gods, it was just a movie, but in Super they expanded more on that arc with like the Goku, Vegeta, and the Whis staff and shit?
Yeah.
Do shit like that. So it's like, okay, if you're going to do the moral arc, dive into it more, add more aspects of it. So then you kind of stretching it out a bit more.
They did that in the Boo Saga, I just recently found out. I'll admit, I might be considered somewhat a fake fan. I've never actually watched the source material Boo Saga. I've only seen clips.
Okay.
But I just found out from an analysis video that I was watching that Gotenks doesn't fight Boo twice that we see in the Boo Saga. We only watch one Gotenks fight. The first time that Gotenks fights Boo
the fusion failed
in the anime No, not where the animation failed. When they first successfully do the fusion and he goes off to fight Boo. Mm-hmm. In the manga, it's a cutaway gag. Oh, go ahead. That's Trev. I see it.
Hey, what's up? Yeah. Oh, he's coming back.
Oh, wow. He's not selling.
That's impossible.
He's not selling.
Oh, my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a record.
I'm confused.
Dude, as soon as he walked out this door, not even left the apartment, as soon as he left this door, we started talking about Dragon Ball. We're still talking about it.
And we're still talking.
But in the manga, that was a cutaway. It's literally one panel, we see Gotenks flying off to go fight Boo, and the next panel, he's all battered and bruised, and he's got the swollen eye and everything.
Yeah, okay.
So the anime fitted in pretty well in Z, where that's how they extended shit, was by giving us stuff that the manga didn't at times.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, granted, with how slowly Super's manga has been coming out, though, you would be releasing a lot of filler.
A lot of.
There's only so much you can expand on the art itself.
So I know you haven't seen it, or you didn't, like, you watched a little bit, but you're not, like, caught up or anything like that, and I wouldn't recommend it. The Boruto anime. So
I actually prefer watching Boruto in the mindset of just letting people tell me shit that's going on.
Fair enough.
I can't get through the beginning of it. I watched the beginning episode by episode when it first came out.
No, it's a slog. Because, like, the episode comes out, you get into him, like, just starting the academy. Mm-hmm. You get introduced to a bunch of cast of characters that probably won't do much in the series. Mm-hmm. And then, eventually, like, 60 episodes in, you get to the movie that was released. Mm-hmm. They do a retelling, which was the...
Now, does that movie tie in with the DLC from Storm 4? Or is that just completely different?
No, so that's the same thing. Okay. The only thing that changes is...
Because I like that DLC, I'll be honest.
The only thing that changes is the look of the villain. So instead of him being, like, red in Storm 4, they updated his look in the manga, so he's, like, all white and black instead.
Well, yeah, the whole manga's black and white.
No. Oh, my God. I mean, his actual look is he's a word... You shut up, all right? But, yeah, they changed his look, so instead of him being, like, this red, like, Oni demon, he's just, like, white and black with, like... I don't know, longer white hair, shit like this. So they change his look. But then they get to, like, episode 60, retell the movie, but better. Because the fight was better in the anime than the movie, that usually doesn't happen.
I feel like it should happen more. I feel like if you approach somebody who doesn't watch anime and say, alright, what would be better? Movie version of a fight or a drawn-out show version of a fight? Everybody, 10 out of 10 times, would say a show version. You
would think, but you would also think because the movie has more of a budget... more high, like, flare, flashy stuff would be in the movie.
That's fair. I think, I guess in my mindset I was talking about, like, people's actual viewing pleasure, not thinking about the logistics of it. But that makes sense, what you said.
Yeah. So, like, that's at least what I was thinking of, but surprisingly, the anime made it look much better than the movie. Like, they had different aspects of the fight they did more, like, fight choreography, and I was like, this is the anime. Y'all know this is only one episode, right? Like, what are y'all doing? But it looks sick. And then, after that, it was, like... up to like 70 episodes in, they would still contain a little bit of stuff after the movie. And then Boruto didn't pick up again until like 100 something.
Was that when the time travel thing happened?
I think it was the time travel happened like around closer to 200, I believe.
What is the context? Because I've yet to like memorize what happened that can logically explain why the fuck Boruto would time travel.
So, yeah, I know they did that just as like a little nostalgia thing, but basically, one of those, those Suzuki, like the white aliens, basically. One of them,
offspring or whatever.
One of them showed up, was looking, I forgot what he was looking for. He was looking for something. But he interacted, he got in a fight with Sasuke and Gaara, and then he tried to go after Naruto, but realized that they were too much of a threat. So he had the most logical conclusion. I'm going to go back in time and get Naruto as a kid. Like, deadass, that was his plan. He's like, I'm going to just go back in time and steal the Nine-Tails from
basic time travel plot, okay.
So he had this, like, he went back in time, and then he had, like, this... I forgot how it went on. Either he had the turtle or they came across it. It was like this time-traveling device that they had, but it was a turtle. Yeah, I know.
Like a sentient turtle, or like it was just a device that was...
I think it was a device, but it might have been a sentient turtle. But, like, he had that device...
Lion turtles from Avatar?
He had the turtle, and he went back in time to try to kill Naruto. So Sasuke goes to Boruto, and he's like, well, we can't let that happen. So they go back in time, and then they were like...
Sasuke goes to Boruto?
But so Boruto...
Why not adult Naruto?
So Boruto is his student. So Sasuke could take this dude by himself. So
he doesn't talk to Naruto, Rock Lee, Gaara, fucking Shikamaru, Old Man Kakashi, Sakura, Hinata. Let's just revive Neji.
But I think they were chasing him. So what happened was, it's not like he like went and said, "Hey, let's use this." The guy used it, and they followed him right afterwards.
Okay.
And so like he didn't have time. Yeah, he didn't have time. I'm trying to go off of memory because it was a minute ago. But like he didn't have
me trying to retell the Goku Black arc. It just doesn't make any sense.
So he jumped in with Boruto, and then they were confused. They're like, "Where are they?" And then Sasuke like looked around the village. He's like, "Wait a minute." He like jumps on top of a building. He goes, "This is the Leaf Village from like so many years ago." He's
and that was a chapter in the manga.
Yeah. So him and Boruto are in the pass, and then they're trying to now. Obviously, I mean they don't really know them, but I thought they would try to at least come up with names. They're like, "So what's your name?" He's like, "My name's Boruto." I'm like, "Naruto, you're talking to a guy named Boruto. You're not gonna think this is a little weird." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Hi, my name's Naruto." I was like, well, "Okay, well this is Naruto," but everybody else is gonna pick up, and they're like, "Oh, your name's Boruto? Okay, cool." I'm like, no one's gonna.
What about Sasuke?
Yeah. So Sasuke, he had like a hat on and something else. He's trying to be like discreet, but
what up, bitch?
Okay. Hello to you too.
Hello.
Someone did catch on. It was Jiraiya.
Okay.
He's like, you know,
only Jiraiya.
Jiraiya caught on. He's like,
not Kakashi or
Kakashi didn't even interact with them. I don't think so. It was just Jiraiya. He interacted with them, and he was like, because he was with Naruto.
Not Guy.
Nope. And he's like,
Tsunade.
Your vibe is kind of similar to a guy I know, like a Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke's like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. And Jiraiya's like, and he's playing dumb. He's like, oh, nah, that wouldn't make sense. And like, through the arc, they piece together, hey, he knows that this is Sasuke from the future for some reason. He knows Naruto obviously saved him. And then, at the end of the arc, Sasuke just uses his Sharingan, mind wipes the whole village. No one remembers this happened. And then, and then they just go back. Your face, if y'all can see his face right now. And then they just go back to the present. And that was it. And meanwhile, the Otsutsuki was chasing after Naruto. And he's fighting Sasuke and Jiraiya. Who, by the way, Sasuke's chakra, he takes Sasuke's chakra, so Sasuke is weak.
Adult Sasuke?
Adult Sasuke.
Okay, I was like, hold on, now we gotta clarify.
Because Kid Sasuke, at this point in time, is out of the village. He left.
Right.
So, that kind of makes more sense. But at the same time, it's like, he took Sasuke's power, so Sasuke can't fight him. And so, like, there was a lot of memes. I mean, Sasuke's getting pushed. There was a moment where, like, he tackles him off a cliff, and he's like, I'll give it everything. He just, like, tackles him off a cliff, and everyone's like, what the fuck are we watching? Like, this man should be throwing hands of him, and he's like, oh, I'm out of chakra. I can't even barely do a fireball. I'm like, bro, why are you always out of chakra? Like,
just fight.
Just fight,
yeah. It's called tied to the motherfucking jutsu. Like,
just hit him. Do something. So, that's kind of the reason a lot of people have, and I'm not trying to make this into, like, a Naruto Boruto stream type shit or podcast, but, like,
I mean, the whole thing, it's dumb drunk nerds. I've hit the point of I'm relatively drunk, alright? I can fucking, I've hit that point. It's nerd topics, damn it.
One thing that I hate but agree with but disagree with at the same time, it's like, I'm very conflicted, is people are upset, and I'm one of them, that Naruto and Sasuke got nerfed in Boruto. Like, they took the 9 tails from Naruto. Sasuke lost his eye that he got at the end of the series.
The Rinnegan?
The Rinnegan, yep, he lost it. And so they nerfed him so the new gen can rise up. But I'm of the opinion that I think you should never have to tear down old characters to bring them new ones.
Unless they die. That's a tear down that's acceptable.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'd rather you just killed them off than let them be in this weakened state. Because now Sasuke can't really do much. He's still training Boruto as far as the manga's concerned. He's still training him. But, like, he lost his power. And here's what pisses me off. The new enemies that are showing up, if you let them keep their power, they wouldn't have been able to compete anyway.
Right.
So I'm like, you might as well just let them keep their power. But I also see the stance of people would have been more upset. Because then they would have been like, Naruto's is strong, Sasuke's is strong. It makes no sense that they're losing. So it's like, it was a situation for the writer, I feel like, that regardless of what he did.
It's an L.
Yeah, it was an L. So I feel like he was like, look, I want people still like these characters. I'm not going to kill them off because these characters are still bringing people to read this series. But if I don't kill them off, they're still strong. And even if I make them stronger, people are going to be upset. I'm going to just nerf them, so let them be in the series, and at least keep that intrigue. Which kind of pissed me off because I'm like, I'm upset that he did that, but it makes sense. It's like, imagine if Goku and Vegeta just out of nowhere got nerfed, but they're still in the series and kind of help train everybody else up. And it's like, they're there, but you know they can't do shit, so then it adds stakes because you're like, well, what the fuck are they going to do if Goku and Vegeta can't do shit? So it's like, you're upset, but you're like, well, now what is everybody else going to do? Because those were the only two that we expected to do anything. So, it worked for what it was supposed to do, but people will never be happy about it, which kind of sucks.
My one question. I'll give the beginning of Boruto one compliment. One strongly felt compliment. They teased the fuck out of us.
Yeah?
Do you remember...
The flashback? Or the flash forward?
The flash forward.
Oh, yeah, the flash forward.
Have we reached that point? I don't think so, because all the pictures I see of Boruto, he's still in the same design that he has been, like, the whole time.
Yeah, so... Have you seen his time skip design, like the new look and everything?
No. There's a time skip? I didn't know.
Yeah, so the manga just got to the time skip, like 2 months ago.
Okay.
They just got to it. Now we're in that point where that should be happening probably. So we don't know if that's going to happen soon, but we are at that point in the timeline where they both have the look, and their fight's probably going to happen at some point.
They both? So we know this other character.
Yeah, Kawaki, the other guy, Kawaki. He's been introduced now for a minute.
I have no idea. He sounds like...
He's the... So you remember the Flash Forward's the guy he was like fighting on the faces?
That's who, yeah.
Yeah, that's his name, Kawaki.
Okay.
So he basically... Naruto adopts him like their own son. Like there's a long story. He basically had like this alien shit imbued in him, and he was like a vessel. Naruto related to him because he's like, well, I had this Nine Tails in me and people treated me like shit, so I get it. He adopted him like a son, and then eventually... And it's kind of fucked up in a sense, but eventually it's in a sense where he loved Naruto so much as a dad that he was like the ultimate fanboy. He sealed him away, and that's why Naruto's no longer around. Yeah.
What?
He sealed him away because since Naruto got nerfed, he was like, well, my dad can die now, so I'm not going to have that. And then he tried to kill Boruto. Yeah. Because Boruto also has the same thing he has, but his is worse because there's... you remember the villain in the Storm 4 DLC? He's inside Boruto. And he can take over his body at any point.
Oh.
And so Kawaki's like, well, if he takes over your body, you could kill Dad, and I'm not having that, so...
So they're like both their own protagonists.
Yeah, essentially. And then the time skip just had a twist that no one saw really coming. It was kind of like an Attack on Titan level twist.
Okay. Where
it changed everything, and now everybody's like, well, what the fuck's going to happen going forward? Because as far as we know, nothing can change. And it was like, it's a Freaky Friday situation. Yep.
So somebody body switches?
Basically.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh.
We're still going.
Oh, damn.
A majority of the time you were gone, we were talking about Dragon Ball.
No.
I honestly didn't think you were coming back. I thought you were a bitch. I'm sorry.
Selling. Why are you sitting over there? The mic's not going to pick you up.
Oh,
Goof trooping. Watch your drink.
Yeah, watch my drink.
watch your drink. Yeah.
Watch your drink.
What the...
I'm not going to. I promise.
How many are we all in at this point?
Huh? I'm 4 in.
4? Bullshit.
Okay, 3 in.
Okay, so we're about tied then.
Oh, but you would have been upset if I was 4 in and you weren't?
Yeah, because there was no way you were ahead of me.
Chugging this down now.
Bitch! I'll fucking... You want to see old Thomas come out.
See, you don't want to do this, because one of us has to drive home. And it's me.
It's you!
It is me.
What? I don't gotta rely on you to take over my shift anymore.
Oh my god. So, Zeno, what's up?
How was picking up your sister from work?
Probably as fun as picking up your sister from work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had to do it. My sister's 10 years older than me. She just had a kid 2 days ago.
What?
Alina.
What?
It's a girl?
Yeah.
I fucking called it.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a
I called it.
You know what she just texted me like 2 hours ago? You got $20 I can borrow till Friday?
All right.
Like, this motherfucker knows I make $13 an hour. No. No, I don't. I do not have $20 you can borrow. I haven't even gotten my check. I was supposed to get paid today, damn it.
Bro, I was supposed to get paid today.
I'm supposed to get paid
It's Monday.
Thursday.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not even pay week.
Why would you say something? He's not even in the loop anymore. I could have got away with that.
I am.
Oh shit, it's not even Oh yeah, because I... Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Oh, shit. I don't even pay attention to my paydays anymore. I just wait till she gets paid and I go, I got a couple days.
I got a couple days.
Yeah, because I get paid on Thursdays.
Whoa.
And then he
That was
gets
like a
paid
crescendo.
like 3
The Monday after.
Yeah, Monday after.
Technically.
Wow. We over here talking about payday, and they sitting there watching. Where's the content?
Speak of payday.
Oh, okay, shut up.
I was showing Zeno right before he pulled up. I was like, dude, I've never tried so hard to rush finish a mission. Because I forgot that you called me. So you called while I was playing that. And I was like, oh, fuck. I forgot that you have no sense of time.
What?
You said, all right, I'm picking up some drinks and then I'll be there. So in my head, I was like 15 minutes. And I was at like the beginning of the mission. I managed to play the rest of that mission in about 20 minutes, which I think in a normal circumstance would have taken me like 30, 35. I managed to play the rest of that mission in about 20 minutes. You still didn't show up for another like 10.
Okay, hear me out. I stopped.
No, I won't.
I stopped at the store, and you know everybody wants to talk to me because they're like, "Oh my God, he's here to save us!" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm off the clock."
I hated that shit. People. So, for those of you who don't know, Ven took on the same position that I had.
This motherfucker trained me, made me what I am, and then left me. Mm-hmm. Really put me on the council and quit.
I really did. And there's something about when you're a nice manager that people just are always excited to see you. And I'm not a socialite, and you really kind of aren't.
I know I'm not.
I think we've both reached a point where we're pretty good at it. Trev, you can weigh in on that. No?
He's like, wait, what's going on?
He's not paying attention.
He's not paying attention.
It costs $0.00 to pay attention, and he never pays that fee. But I would show up, right? I'll show up in the bummiest fucking clothes, gym shorts and a fucking wife beater tank top, or like sweatpants and a sweatshirt, both of which are not at all applicable for our workplace attire. Nope. And people will be like, "Are you clocking in? Are you on the clock? Are you here?" No, bitch! No, I'm not! Leave me alone! Fuck! Let me buy my unnecessary amount of pasta and my fucking 24-pack of sodas and leave me be!
Like, I didn't want to come here. I only came here because of the convenience, because I didn't want to go to Hy-Vee, and unfortunately, this spot was the closest on the way.
I thought you meant here, like, for the podcast?
No.
I was like, wow, you
No,
did.
I was like, damn, I'm heading to Thomas' spot. This is the closest spot. I'm going to have to just walk in. And, like, I was like, okay, well, here's the thing. Nobody knows I'm here. I'm just going to walk in, go to the back, go to the self, and I'll be fine. No one's going to know anything. Face right at the door. "Oh my God, Chance, what's up?" And everybody turned. I was like, God damn it. Hey, you're going to clock in? You're going to help us? It is hell. And I'm just like...
See, but the difference is, and this is kind of a compliment, you still dress semi-decent when you're not working. I go out in public looking like this. Alright? I'm wearing fucking Hoochie Daddy cloth shorts and like a raggedy fucking gray t-shirt. Alright? Whenever I'm not working, I do not look like I belong in a workplace.
You don't look like you belong in society.
Hold on.
Correct.
Those are not Hoochie Daddy shorts. Hoochie Daddy shorts have to be mid-thigh. Those are normal shorts. Hoochie Daddy shorts have to be mid-thigh.
These are not normal shorts.
Yes, those are.
Normal shorts go down to here.
No. Normal shorts.
Trev, you good?
Alright. Go ahead and get in the comments real quick.
Trev,
Does it not be considered Hoochie Daddy shorts when it's above the knee for a male? Anybody? Any thoughts?
It is mid-thigh.
See, I would,
Look, I'm gonna say this right now. You better comment, because if you made it this far, 2 hours and 26 minutes in, you might as well answer it. You might as well just
For
answer
real.
it.
This is the first time we're giving you guys an opportunity to engage. Alright?
Just speak.
This is gonna take fucking forever to render.
Oh my God.
I always roll my shorts.
God damn.
Wow.
You always roll your shorts?
Yeah,
I actually hate wearing shorts.
I roll the tops.
I'm not a fan. I don't like wearing them in public, but I do.
I hate
You roll them at the top?
Yeah, so it comes up more. I don't like shorts that are just like...
I'm really self-conscious about my knees. I got bulbous ass knees.
Can't get
Okay,
chicken
so it's
eggs.
not just me.
Look, right?
Because he's got chicken
They
legs.
stick
He's got
out
chicken
so
feet.
far. Like, to me, when I look at a knee, I expect to see kneecap, not knee lunch plate.
Lunch plates.
And you can see the rest around it. Like,
Oh my God.
Wait.
I'm just not a fan of... I don't like wearing shorts. I don't know. I'm just like, damn, everybody's gonna see my legs.
Right.
I'm not gonna do this.
see, but you also have the added issue of
What are you
worrying
doing?
if you're
What are
ashy or
tight
not.
ass fucking pants.
I always do. What?
Jesus.
I mean, look, you... That's about as much you're gonna get. These pants aren't gonna go higher than that.
You ask your shit to those?
No. I just don't like...
Something vibrating?
What? Brayden. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
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 I hope something's on
The
fire.
new guy. You can't say anything.
Yeah, you really can't. Damn, I don't even have it allowed to speak. That's wild. I'm just calling regularly. I'll be out for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Be out. Be right here.
Alright, we want to hear the conversation.
Content.
Y'all, content? Y'all stupid. Hold up.
Put it on speakerphone, bitch.
Come on now.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
how do you pop jewelry's Dang.
You'd stick 2 fingers in one in the stink, 2 in the pink, right?
Alright,
No.
hey, Trevor, you're a fucking asshole.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're so weird. I swear to God.
What do you mean pop
If
jewelry?
it's any
till?
consolation, Brandon, he just showed up 10 minutes ago, so I don't know where he's been all day.
He could have showed up to Walmart 10 minutes ago.
I had the day off.
What do you mean
Yeah.
pop jewelry's till? What's the issue?
I don't know how to pull the till.
What do you mean?
How? Alright, so we're logged into the computer.
You logged in?
How-
Okay, so press 10 and then enter.
click 10, enter.
Yep.
That shit did nothing.
Well, what are you looking at?
A screen.
Well, no shit. What's on the screen?
Did you total cash it?
A003 key sequence invalid.
Clear.
Clear.
Total cash.
It says 10, enter.
Total cash.
Yeah. It says, alright, click total cash. Yeah, these rub that. Alright. But, Trevor, me and you need to put the gloves on for real, cause, yeah.
I got 3 days left, bro.
You got 3 days left? Then show up for your 3 days.
Did you get the till open?
No!
All right. So what are you looking at right now?
Okay, it says select transaction in the top right. I'm gonna
Hit.
sign up.
Did you guys get a different register?
No.
Oh, jewelry.
Yes, jewelry. He has
oh,
10.
fuck.
Hit
It's,
10 enter.
No. It's 1 enter, no sale, clear,
I hit
override.
10 enter, no sale.
No. 1 enter.
I just do 10 because 10 is no sale. So I just do 10 and then press clear and then put my key in and it lets me do it.
I don't
Yeah,
do
well,
a key turn.
Okay.
They don't have keys.
Y'all don't have keys?
Okay, it says welcome to Walmart.
You don't know what you're
so
talking
You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, hold on. Are you on the main screen with all the options?
hold up. Thomas, you have an iPhone, right? You're not a dummy like Chance.
Damn.
What are you?
Damn.
Hold up. Don't help him. Don't help him.
Just
Don't
what?
help him.
What?
Help.
What screen are you on? Is it the like 1 through 13 or whatever options?
No, it's black and it says Terminal 59.
Oh,
in
you
the top
sign.
left.
You put your username in.
Okay, hold up. Watch out.
Did you hit no sale?
No, hold on. Put your username in. Put your username in. Press sign on, sign off. Then your password, and then enter.
Okay, I did that.
Now, do you see the list of options?
Yes.
Okay.
One
hit
enter.
No,
No,
10.
10.
10. 10 enter.
It's gonna ask for a CSM override.
Now it's you.
She's gonna have to have keys though.
She's gonna have to have keys, so
She's gonna have to sign on, and then you're gonna have to
That's
put your
why I
keys in.
tell him to do
No,
1
I
enter.
popped the drawer.
Oh.
Please, whoever told me how to do it, have my children.
All right, Thomas, you want to do it? I like how we're all 10. No, it's 1.
Because 1 enter doesn't require a key turn.
So here's the thing. 1 enter stopped working for me shortly after you left. I don't know what you did to sabotage me, but it stopped working
Oh
for me.
yeah,
So
because I fucking sabotaged.
I could see it. So I started using 10, and Trevor, does it not work?
Wait, no, 10 works. 10 works. Yeah.
Okay, which is, you gotta be on my side here.
They
Look.
said 1 doesn't work.
Here's the backstory behind why I
that's
use
how I do.
1 enter, right?
That's how I do.
Keep in mind, I had Sonia as the only one who taught me anything.
Oh,
about
that
how
I
to
showed
do
her. I
that
showed her
job.
up when I did it. She's like, it's actually 1. I go, do it. She did 1. She couldn't open it. I did
she
10.
taught me something with a key turn, and I could never remember it. So the first time I had to close on my own, where I only had 2 days training, and it was fucking Sonia training, I had to teach myself how to open that till. I spent 30 minutes at the jewelry till by myself because I sent my cashier away to go be in the pit. I had to figure out how to do it all on my own, and fortunately I knew one of the coach at the time's numbers, so I popped it all by myself with that. That's how I came across 1 enter, no key turn.
704-1315.
Good thing I don't work there anymore, shit.
What the
I don't know.
fuck?
I know his though.
I forgot my numbers.
I know his. He told me his like yesterday, and I still remember it. Cause I was like, Chance, can I have your numbers? Can I have your
I only
numbers?
started giving it to him now 'cause I'm like, well, he's leaving soon. There's only so much destruction he can cause in 3 days. Like,
Gets a TV for
gets a
like,
TV.
a cent.
There's actually a really nice TV for like 186 bucks.
Ooh,
The
186
fuck do
bucks.
we need another TV
The
for?
living room.
The living room, bro.
And name 5 times in the last 60 days you've been in the living room. Bam! Damn! Damn!
You know what? I'd be in the living room more.
No, you wouldn't. Don't
Yes,
lie
I
to
would.
me. This bed is more comfy than that fucking broken couch. And you don't gotta deal with that devious cat. You can look at me mad all you want. You know I'm right. See? See? Classic signs of loss.
So 10.
1.
10.
1.
If we both open it, neither one is wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
God, if I wouldn't get escorted out at that point, I would go in there and do it again just to fuck with you guys.
Oh my gosh. So Xena, you got anything you want to say?
Fucking hate Walmart.
Yeah.
Fucking hate Walmart.
Good thing we're not sponsored.
Sam Walton, god damn it, man.
Good thing we're not sponsored.
I'm so glad I didn't go into there. It was so shit. They all deserve it.
I hope none of them watch this.
I love Braden as a person, but for the team lead shit, he deserves this there. There you go. You want the team lead position so bad? Fix it, bitch.
Before he
That doesn't
answered, we
explain you
both
being a
told you
dick.
not to say anything.
Well, yeah, that I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised. I'm like, you just have one job, not to say anything. And
Don't sell.
Immediately off rep, he goes, well, what you do is, what?
I was told all the days I request off are off, so I requested today, and all next.
Did you get it approved?
No, Jackie disapproved it, but Victoria said she's gonna fix all of them, so therefore that's a day
Well,
off.
that's because that's Jackie. Jackie's gonna disapprove it.
Yeah. So therefore it's a day off.
Jackie acted real friendly towards all three of us. I don't think she liked us for 1 minute.
I was liked for a little bit, and then I started fucking it up.
I think you were liked before you met me.
Yeah.
So for the first, 6 hours of your
Yeah, I was liked for a little bit, and then I started talking back, and they didn't like that.
Dude, all three of us...
Because there was that period where they because remember, you even said yourself, they weren't sure what I was going to be, because they're like, okay, he's learned from Thomas, but we haven't interacted with him enough. What is he? And then, at first, I was seeing like I was on board. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, he's not like Thomas so far. We can talk to him. We can get him to do shit. Then I started talking back. They go, whoa, wait a minute. All right, see, fuck. It's too late now. We're stuck on
Dude, all three of us started interacting with each other because of that one team lead. Because the first time I interacted with you was when I bitched you out because he wouldn't do it. And then we started interacting because he wouldn't teach you shit.
Nope. He would just walk away from me. He goes, I'm not doing it. I'm just like, what? Well,
We all met because of him.
cheers to Perry.
He still comes in every once in a while.
I seen
He
him a
comes
couple days
into
ago.
my store too.
I seen him a couple days ago holding
He lives
water.
right
He's
in the
doing his
fucking
duck
street.
walk.
Did you tell them about the offhanded,
Oh yeah, he walked in at one point. She was visiting me at work. I was sitting off to the side where you really can't see me when you first walk in.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes in and he goes, oh! Because she's leaning over the counter talking to me and he goes, Shorty, you got ass! Then he comes up to the counter and he goes, oh, I didn't see you there. No shit, you didn't see me there.
He's a character. He's a character.
He's a fucking B-plot character.
He's a B-plot.
He doesn't get a storyline, alright? He's not a major role.
He's just that character, every now and then just something random happens, you're like, oh, well, there he goes again. That's it.
Fuck, he's still here. I thought the filler ended.
Oh my god. So,
Alright, I think we've stressed all of our options for Dumb Drunk Nerds this episode. You guys think? Anything you wanted to bring up?
don't do some weird shit.
Is it called DDN?
Well, Dumb Drunk Nerds.
So DDN, you fucking drum dunk nerd.
Drunk Dunk
I
Nerds.
said drum dunk. I mean, dump.
I think you drank the least out of all three of us so far.
Nah, he's just like this naturally.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into the first episode of this podcast. I hope it feeds back well. We had a lot of fun making this. At least I did.
Bro,
don't give a shit
I
if
did
you
not
guys
have
did or
fun.
not. Cool. I didn't fucking ask. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into this episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you know every time I decide to upload or go live. The shorts have come back by the point that this episode comes out. The streams are still basically daily, and I am working on videos every day despite their less frequency of coming out. Be sure to check out Zeno's channel. I'll be sure to link that below. And the Graceful Rogue's channel. I'll be sure to link that below as well.
Get your hand off my lap.
Without further ado, that's Anon out. Zeno out.
Hi.
Rogue out.
Back to the shadows.
Aces.
Black bitch.
Shut your ass up. Jesus.